Good afternoon and welcome back to DR Sports for the second watch along of the day. Germany taking on Japan. Hi, welcome back Lee, welcome back Rob. Rob's had an outfit change.
Japan. Konnichiwa. Konnichiwa.
Do you know any other Japanese?
Tomiyasu. Yeah. Hey, listen, man, I'm supporting Japan because I got Japan in the sweepstake, right? So Japan is my team, man. You know what I mean?
Red and white.
Red and white. Tomiyasu. Although he's on the bench.
I was going to say he's on the bench.
Right,
but,
yeah, he's come back from an injury anyway. But listen, come on, Japan, you can do this.
We like our sushi.
Yeah.
Me too. Joining us is Kane, strongly representing Germany.
Mildly representing Germany. Not strongly, but we're getting there.
Yeah, I mean, we only have one Japan flag, so when you inevitably change allegiance.
I'll nick it. Half time, I'll nick it.
By the way, Kane has a tendency to come in one shirt and leave in another.
Only the Women's Euros final.
Oh, you've seen it being done before. But anyway, welcome Kane. Nice to see you. Fuad, welcome along. Who have you got in the sweepstake?
Croatia.
Okay. Kane, did you get one in the sweepstake?
No,
you didn't get one in the sweepstake. Does anyone have Germany in the sweepstakes? Anyone here?
Who's got Germany?
Flex.
Flex got Germany.
Okay, so Flex is going to be interested in this game even more so. Just to remind you guys, you can scan to enter the prediction battle with that QR code on the screen. If you want to win cash prizes, then click the link, sign up and make your picks. There's over £125,000 to win just in the group stages, and you can start playing from as little as £1. You must be 18 or over to play, and there are daily specials and flash games. So stay with us for Qatar 2022. Scan the code to play.
Let's play DR Sports Prediction Battle. It's the return of 5 times champions Brazil tomorrow. I reckon they're going to win 3-0 against Serbia. What do you think? And Jesus, he's definitely going to score. That's if he plays. Remember, we've got daily specials to put your World Cup knowledge to the test. Sign up and play by clicking the link.
Another brilliant, award-winning showing.
Award-winning, I'm taking this one.
From
What's
the
your
judge.
like?
Crap.
From the judge.
Rubbish.
Absolutely brilliant. I just
Thank you very much, Abbi. Thank you very much.
Just love it. Just makes me smile every single time I see it.
Big up to Zaki, who was, he does all the...
Director.
Producer.
He's producer, yeah, he's the brains, I'm the talent, he's the brains.
Mad Lad of Culture said the battle of the Axis power. Kane, you feeling confident going into this game?
Really confident. I think a lot of focus is on Argentina and Brazil. I think Germany have gone a little bit under the radar, but we've got the new manager, well I say new, he's been there a while now, but he's almost Southgate, where he can get the team spirit going. He's kind of brought the togetherness back, but then he also wins Champions Leagues, which Southgate doesn't do.
Hansi Flick, yeah.
So, especially with the team, a lot of it is Bayern Munich heavy. So you've kind of got that chemistry where I think Argentina, you kind of saw a little bit. They've got the players, and it doesn't necessarily work together. Where the German team, because they've got so many Bayern Munich players that have played under him there, they're still playing together. I think they've got that good core. So I feel like they could go far. My predictions haven't been great so far, because I thought Qatar would do well. But I've gone for Germany-England final, Germany to win.
Okay, so not biased.
No bias.
It's interesting because not many people have actually spoke about Germany in terms of getting to the final or even spoke about them going far in this competition. I wonder why that is.
I think part of it's the striker. They don't really have, since Mario Gomez and Klose, they haven't had that striker. Timo Werner's injured, so he would have been the guy. So there's not that massive target point that everyone goes, oh, you've got that player. They're just kind of really consistent. They're really German. They're just built well, stable.
Efficient.
Efficient. They shouldn't have too many upsets.
I think if you look at the last World Cup as well, where they kind of really embarrassed themselves after being champions, and in the Euros, I think they kind of underwhelmed a little bit. So I don't think people have kind of got them in that race, but I think as Kane says there, they are a dark horse in my opinion. They've got a good coach. They've got a healthy blend as well, I think, of experience. You've still got Neuer, you've still got Muller, who's potentially could break the record this tournament. So, and they've got a lot of talented youngsters. You've got guys like Serge Gnabry, who is going to be his first tournament.
Wow.
Can he kind of light this up? This is kind of his opportunity. Kai Havertz, we know what he's like with it for Germany. So it's Gundogan, Goretzka. They've got a lot of talent in that team. And then they've got the wonder kid Musiala as well. So this team ain't short on quality and a good coach as well. they can definitely go far, in my opinion.
A lot of the teams at a really good age, where the core, you've got Kimmich, Goretzka, Gnabry, Sane, they're all 26, 27, where this is their tournament.
Yeah.
See, a lot of them will be there for the next one. Some like Müller, Neuer won't be, but this is their time where the youngsters, they've got a few good ones that are already in the team. Their kind of youth team at the moment doesn't look as strong as others, so I think they've really got to push now if they're going to win something.
Yeah, I think you touched on it in terms of the Euros. They're a little bit in that transition period, weren't they? In that time,
I think the manager, because the manager, he got rid of Müller, and it was so broken where they've had to fix that. And their last results, I think they've won the last 2 of the last 8, so they're not great. But it's a bit like England, where if it's not a tournament, no one kind of judges it too far. Once you get to the tournament, that's where you judge it. So if it's an upset today, you might worry a little bit, but I feel like if they get through this, it could be like 3 or 4 goals, then that's the confidence to just keep pushing all the way.
Yeah, absolutely, it could be. And in terms of Germany, I mean, we do know how good they have been and how good they are, really. This is their 20th World Cup, Germany. They've reached the semi-finals in 4 of their 5 World Cup participations this century. And of course, they are the joint most for a European nation, winning it 4 times. The only team that's won more World Cups than them is Brazil, so they are definitely not to be sniffed at. In terms of Japan, just waving that flag.
I love Japan, man.
Japan are also not a bad side at all, are they, Rob?
No, Japan. They get to tournaments regularly, and when they do get to tournaments, they're always, they're always a decent side. They never. Listen, they're a footballing nation. They've got a league. They've got players now that are playing all over the world. Obviously, we got one at Arsenal in Tomiyasu, who's been absolutely brilliant. I know he's only on the bench today, but that just shows you they've got a lot of top players. I know, some of the players in Scotland and various different places. So they're the underdogs. Definitely the underdogs playing Germany today. But it wouldn't shock you if they could pull off a result. So especially after yesterday with that Saudi Arabia result over Argentina, I think that's given heart to all of the underdog teams that they can pull something off.
Yeah, 100%.
So. Don't
sleep
it
on
would be
Japan.
a surprise. It would be a surprise if they was to get anything out of the game. But
with Japan, I think the one thing they've shown at every tournament is they always have players who have almost a sound fundamentals, clean technicians. I think it even says a testament to guys like Minamino and who we see regularly in the Premier League. Mitoma, is it, who's a start for Brighton this season. They're not even starting today, so to come off the bench as well, I think they've still got some quality as well. They're definitely one of the teams, in my opinion, I don't think should be slept on.
Absolutely. It is Japan's 7th consecutive World Cup. And you just mentioned Takumi Minamino. No player has scored more goals in a World Cup 2022 qualification for Japan than Minamino, who's netted 10 and assisted 4 as well. So, like you mentioned, they're not even starting today. So they've obviously got quite a decent team. What are you looking for in this game, Lee?
Well, I'd be interested to see what Germany do, because I thought they was poor in the Euros last time for a Germany side. Very, very poor. Well, not disappointed, but you know what I mean. You want to see Germany right at it, if you want to make it a proper World Cup. But I have to say, Japan, I don't really know too much about them. But if they've got defenders as good as Tomiyasu, then they're going to be good, because I agree. Like, they've got, he technically can defend, can't he? He just does what's on the tin, and if they've got players all around doing that, I think they could be like a dark horse where you don't really know too much about them, but they're always going to be a very hard-working team. Yeah, I don't think Germany would really want to be playing these.
You never see a Japan team that's like
lazy
around.
Yeah,
right. They're always like they're going to fight for the cause. Yeah. So. It's going to be an interesting game.
I don't think Germany would like this first game up.
I think it's one of the tougher groups, but it's not really seen that way. Where Japan, you think in a lot of groups, Japan could get second and be that team. But just because you've got Germany and Spain, kind of one upset can really throw the whole group.
Yeah. It's a really good group. Let's have a look at the lineups if we can get the screen grab. For Germany, do you want to do the honours?
If you want. So Neuer in goal. Rudiger, possibly right. Right back, they don't have a right back, so it looks like Rudiger. It could be Sule. Ram, left back. Schlotterbeck, Kimmich, Gundogan, and Müller in the midfield. Musiala, Gnabry, Havertz up front.
Okay, and on to Japan. Robbie, as they are your
Go on,
team. Off you go.
In goal, Gonda. Why are you laughing? What are you laughing
I thought he'd done well on that one. It's a good start.
Sake, Ikatura, Yoshida, Nagatomo, Endo, Ito, Kamada, Tanaka, Kuba, and Mieda.
Another one, Maya Yoshida used to play for,
Yeah,
might still do
Yoshida.
actually, potentially for Southampton.
I thought he'd done
Not sure
that
if he's gone now.
extremely well.
I think he's gone.
Tommy
now.
Asu on the bench.
Tomiyasu on the bench, Minamino on the bench,
Yeah,
Mitoma on the bench.
Mini on the
Yeah.
Mini
Going so
only on the
well.
bench. That's just.
They must have some good players in, mustn't they?
I'm looking forward for this Japan side. All I want in this game is goals, please, after the 0-0 earlier today.
Yeah,
That was a little bit
I
of a
bet, I'll be
dry
honest, it
game
was a
this
tough,
morning.
tough watching you. It weren't,
Yeah.
it weren't
Okay,
the
started
greatest
off
game.
good the first half, but the second half was a
second
bit-
half fall off a bit. Wayne Pooney said, who's better, Musiala or Foden?
That's tough. That is tough.
Great
You know the interesting thing is,
I'm going
did
to
you-
back my boy. I think Foden's brilliant.
yeah, let's go Foden. But
Oh,
did you see?
boy. My boy.
Did you see
Yeah, I
that
love it.
they were showing on the screen earlier, right? Which is basically Musiala. He was playing for England. You know what I mean? In the under
Yeah.
15s, under. I mean, this picture they've shown those pictures of him and Bellingham. He's won the Scott away, really, isn't it? Because now he's playing for Germany.
Yeah.
But he could have played for England. Haaland could have played for England. Yeah, what sort of team would we have, man?
Mad, absolutely
Yeah.
mental.
But-
It's a tough one because they've had such different kind of comings into the game as
Yeah.
well. When Musiala's kind of gone abroad, made his craft at one of the best clubs, if you like, and broken through as a wonder kid. Foden's been kind of primed through the Man City, and that's their first real academy player,
Yeah.
if you like, since the big money's kind of come in. So he's a symbol of that. But I don't
tough.
know. It's a
They're
tough
both-
one because
they're
Foden's
both
got
top
so
players.
much natural talent, but I think sometimes his form dips in and out this season. So people might lean towards Musiala because he's a bit more hot on now.
He's a bit more of an attacking player
Yeah,
as well. So
I-
kind of with the goals, you just naturally lean towards that
lean
way
towards
sometimes.
Musiala. I would say Foden's probably got more natural talent, but I think I don't know. I feel like Musiala could
Where's
maybe
the
have a better career.
is he actually? Is actually one of his parents German, or is it just because he's lived in Germany for?
No, I think one of his parents is German. I think he might be half
I think he was
German.
born in was he? I know because he was it Chelsea? Was it in the youth team?
Google.
And then got snatched away, like so many of them do. But because he played for England up till under 18,
Yeah.
and then made the switch.
Yeah, so he was born in Germany. Yeah,
He was born in Germany.
I think, and then moved to England when he was young. So came through at Chelsea, but then he ties back to Germany.
So he is
Yeah.
technically German.
German.
Yeah.
German
Yeah, so he's
mother,
technically German.
Technically
father.
German.
Yeah.
Technically.
German mother, Nigerian
Nigerian
father.
father. Yeah.
There you go. So he's actually technically not English.
So really, yeah.
Should have played for England.
Realistically, he's more German than
Not
English.
English at all.
Not English at all, really.
No, he grew up here.
Yeah, but he was born
Born
in
in Germany, half German parent. It just
Nigerian
makes sense to play
father.
for Germany.
But he grew up here, innit? Grew up here, lived here.
Let's
No,
see.
if you grow up here, innit?
Yeah, but if your parents have got nothing to do with England,
He
just
lived
because
in-
you
But when
live
they
here,
He lived in
Spain,
Germany
right?
till
Spain.
7.
no.
No, but if you
Nah, because
you grew
here
up
it
in
is.
Spain, say you grew up, like you know.
You might say
Robbie,
that you feel
it's the
Spanish,
exact
but
same
you still
scenario
be
for me. He came here when he
English,
was 7.
yeah.
I
Your
came
parents
here
are
when I was
English.
7. I still support Holland over England. He
See?
supported Germany, yeah.
So you would if you all right.
I came here when I was
You
7.
came in when you were 7.
Yeah.
You grew up here. You was playing for England.
I would have definitely, if I
under
had an
18s.
international career, I would have played for Holland. No question.
And then Southgate rings you and the Holland manager rings you.
You got English
choose
passport,
Holland.
though.
LVG's getting a pickup.
Judas.
LVG's getting a pickup, I'm sorry.
Have you got English passport? Or-
No, Dutch passport.
That's,
Yeah.
that's
But like, I've never changed as well. I didn't want to. I remember. And I imagine he would have probably been the same thing. He probably just came here because his parents came here,
Yeah.
grew up here. But really and truly, in his childhood, he was probably seeing himself as German.
But you've lived there for longer than you've lived in Holland.
I've lived here, yeah, longer
Yeah.
than I've lived in Holland,
So
for
then
sure.
so then you're
I barely speak any Dutch, so that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. So then you should be playing for England.
I don't know. I still hear why he
You're rubbish
chose
anyway,
Germany.
so it don't matter.
Hey, listen, those are the Tottenham Stadium
Wouldn't get in
who
England
saw
seat
me.
anyway. We've got Saka and Foden.
Right, all right. You got a
10
you got sorry, I've got another
Go on.
scenario to put to you.
Go on.
Somalia,
Yeah.
Holland,
Ooh, you're making it tough now.
England. You got a choice of the three, right? So you'd have a choice of three. Which one?
It depends if Somalia have a serious shot at
No,
Africa.
there's.
Talent-wise, you might get into Somalia.
Let's just say,
I mean, to me.
let's just say Somalia are like
Favourites.
they'd be like a Morocco, right?
Oh yeah, I'm
in the
picking
thing.
Somalia then. I'm picking Somalia.
England or
I'm picking Somalia.
Never.
Purely because I'd want to make my parents happy.
Oh.
I think.
okay.
For that aspect, I think I would pick Somalia. But if it's Holland or England, Holland all day.
How do they feel you about supporting Spurs?
Hey, they moved to Tottenham. They chose Tottenham for
They
me.
chose that. Let me tell you something.
Amsterdam straight to Tottenham. I was like, you know what? Fair
You're
enough.
trying to make your parents happy. You support Tottenham.
Both Fuad and I've never had a choice in the matter. My dad is from Tottenham.
Literally.
Fuad's parents moved.
Literally.
They chose me there. My dad was just born
Northumberland
there.
Park School, like across the road. Like I
Across
went
the
past
road.
the White Hart Lane every day. I was like, you know what? It's destiny.
Oh, yeah, that school across the road.
Yeah, literally, I went there. So it just
Unfortunately,
made
sometimes
sense.
you're just not given a choice in this life.
Listen, it is what it is.
It
You
is
know
what
what
it is.
I
We
mean?
make the best of it. We make
That's
the
it.
best- we make
That's
the best
it.
of
We move.
Lose your life, mate.
Make the best of it.
10DTM said, hi everyone in the studio, big up to you. Japan's captain Maya Yoshida mentioned that the whole of Asia included the Philippines in his press conference, so I've got to support my Asian brothers. Hope the Don wins.
Big up, man.
Big
It's all about Japan. Come on, Japan, man.
Lots of people trying to speak Japanese in the chat. I'm not
You know,
going
that's
to try
one.
and do it.
I've never been to Japan. That's one country I want
It's
to go
on
to.
my bucket list. That was-
I've not been to. I've been
That
to
is my
China.
dream
I've been
trip.
to Singapore. You know, down them sort of regions, but I haven't been to Japan, and I just really wanna. I'm gonna make that trip, man,
Definitely.
because
I was trying to wrangle this trip this year,
just such
but
a.
I got a firm no.
No.
Firm,
It's because you're not holiday shit, isn't it?
yeah, I got a firm no. Unless you're funding it, absolutely not.
I heard it's very expensive.
Yeah, it's
expensive?
super,
Yeah, that's-
no, it's super
that's the one
expensive.
issue.
And also, if you're going all that way, I was like, oh, why don't we go to Japan and then go to Hong Kong and
Korea, maybe.
yeah, and I wanted to go to South Korea, obviously. And he was like, unless you're paying for the whole thing, absolutely not. He was like, I can't afford that. I was like,
it's
okay.
expensive.
I kind of like him.
Yeah, he's a Tottenham.
Would you go to Japan?
Yeah, I would go, but like it's
What
not
would
one.
you eat though? You don't eat fish.
No, I don't eat fish.
But
I
you'd be
like,
done at it.
you know,
Oh,
like,
yeah.
No, they have.
Finish,
You
man.
can, you can eat
I
other
love fish.
things.
I like rice.
You've been living off sake.
You can have other things. They don't just.
Yeah,
eat
but
fish,
the first. I remember the first time like I met a load of Japanese people. I went to Hawaii, right, and
oh yeah.
because it's not far, there's like, and that's the first time I sort of introduced to things like sushi. And
I couldn't ever raw fish. Could you eat that? I
But
couldn't
they're
ever
like-
touch.
That's what I thought at
Fresh
first.
as well. Like
Yeah,
they
their
eat
food's
fresh
nice, man.
catch every
Yeah,
day.
yeah.
It's like
That's why, and the
the
Japanese
food of it.
people,
Do
they're
you eat
all,
raw fish?
they're all so fit and well.
Yeah.
Huh?
Do you eat sushi and things like that?
Yeah,
Yeah, they eat
That's
well.
proper grub, man.
it's nice, man.
Grown man's food.
Yeah, Japanese
Cultured.
people. You ever see Japanese people, man? They always look fit, well, healthy,
Yeah, they always live so long as well.
and they live long.
Live really, really long.
And that's because of the type of food they eat.
And we don't
their
like how
culture.
we are. We put so much shit in our bodies.
Yeah,
like-
Mind you,
and they
though.
all,
I'm
and
a fine one
like
to
they're
talk 'cause I
always
really
like
do,
you know
but-
they
A lot.
really
Yeah.
conscious of.
If the fish ain't for you,
They're
though, you still
breathing
got
and stuff
steaks
like-
as well.
Sorry?
Because they're well known for their steaks as well,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah.
So you got
Kobe,
that.
Kobe,
Yeah.
Kobe steak, Wagyu steak.
I want to go there, man.
Let's
Wagyu.
go.
Oh,
Why don't-
Japan, man.
Let's get a DR funded tour on
You know
there.
what I'm saying?
Hey, hold
Yeah.
on.
Hey.
Yeah, let's do that.
She's in Japan out there, you know what I'm saying?
Slow your ones with it.
Subscribe to AFTV Japan to fund
Listen-
our trip out there.
No, we got an A-list actor here.
That's true.
The money he'd be making off of his acting abilities, as you can tell.
Yeah, listen, if I get a big
Equal funding.
contract, like, you know, from me acting, like, you know, get me
We
part
just
in
got to get you
EastEnders
on
or something, yeah.
on the
I'll take
betting
us all
station.
out there to celebrate it, like, yeah.
Mad Lad of Culture said Japan needs to realise and release their inner Blue Lock to beat Germany. FYI, Blue Lock is an anime series. Joe Abdi said, will Harry Kane be fit for Friday? We don't know if Harry Kane will be
I
fit
don't
for
think they should
Friday.
risk him now, really.
Chance for Callum Wilson, isn't it?
You don't think you should risk him?
No, I think England will beat. I think England will beat without Kane, and they're winning it, and Wales without Kane, getting ready for the knockout.
I actually think like I'd more if it's between one of the two games to play, I'd more play him on Friday against the USA. I think that's the harder game, right?
I agree,
And
actually.
you know, if they win that, they're literally through. So then you can rest them for the Wales game anyway. And that would, I think the Wales one will be the more physical game where
They might be getting more
know,
chunks out of him.
yeah.
Let's see
As
what
a Spurs fan, both Spurs fans, do you really want Harry Kane being playing? If it was my player, I wouldn't want him playing it.
Not really. I would have.
Do you know what I mean?
I would have liked none of our team to go to the.
I think if he's not 100% fit, I think Conte should be knocking on the door. No, he ain't playing.
I'll be honest with you. I'm of the idea players get to go to the World Cup once every 4 years. If you're there on one limb, play it. For me, you don't get these opportunities too often. And England's run, if you look at it, they could potentially go far. You look at their squad as well, it's fairly decent. If I'm him, I'd try and make my mark.
Do you pick? Are you more country over club?
Yeah, I'm still old school like that. Yeah, I feel like you've got to go everything for country, and then club is long term. You can recover back end of the season. I know it's my club.
Honey, how long term would you like our plan of winning and doing
January,
nothing?
I want to see Levy spend some money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
there should be a backup plan.
Call me selfish, but I'm very much more.
So you're saying
I am far more club over country.
Yeah,
as nice as it is when everyone wins, with the club, all I care about is. If this was in the summer, I probably would feel differently. But this being smacked in the middle of the season, we cannot afford to have no Kane. In January, February time, and you know how his ankle will be made of glass a lot of the time. So
I'm with you on that because for me, if this was the summer, I'd be disappointed Tommy Asu's not playing. But now I'm quite pleased he's not playing. Saliba should be playing for France as far as I'm concerned, but I'm glad that he's not.
And actually, for me, I'm actually happy the World Cup's come for Son because of how terrible form-wise he's been for Tottenham. I'm thinking that if he can get some confidence and get on a good run in this tournament, that's fine for us. But
same for Richarlison.
Yeah, same for Richarlison, absolutely. And ideally, if Romero could start having a decent tournament, that would also be quite good. DMYG said Japan is solid. Bit player said Vamos Nippon. That's a place in Japan, isn't it? I think. I think it is a place in Japan.
What's that?
Nippon.
Yeah.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Germany looks strong, said Third Eye Boy. Sean said, love from Ireland, but hopefully my Japanese brothers get the win. Lots of people going for... Well, I think there's a lot of support here for Japan, kind of unsurprisingly. Shock. Send in your predictions, guys. Also, don't forget to scan the QR code and do your own prediction battle, DR Sports prediction battle, and predict alongside us. Brandon says Germany's best player is English. England are clear.
Musiala.
We have just realised that he's technically not English. Tommy was recently injured. Relax, Nimbo says. What are all your predictions, Kane? Scoreline, please.
3-1 Germany.
Oh, very confident in that. Fuad?
1-1 draw. I'm going. Tense first game.
Lee?
I was going to go 1-1. I'll go Germany just in 2-1.
Rob?
Go back Japan, man. 2-1 Japan.
2-1 Japan. I don't know, really. Don't know what way to go. I kind of want to say Japan, but I want it to just be a bit different, like with the scoreline. But I think it will be like 2-1. Maybe 2-0.
To Germany or
I'm going to go 2-0 Japan.
2-0 Japan?
Yeah.
Surprise.
Probably doesn't match up with what I've previously predicted.
That would be... If Japan won 2-0...
I bet you predicted Germany in the old...
If Japan won 2-0, that'd be a massive shock.
Can you imagine?
That's sort of getting towards the Saudi Arabia one, isn't it?
I feel like we've that's a big shock. There can't be another shock like that now.
There's nothing like that.
Look
at it. They were
Messi getting dunked on.
Ooh. They were brilliant, man. They were brilliant.
El Gamer says Abbi and Fuad have got given a life of misery and it's not fair.
You know what, Kane, right? What you were saying earlier is true, Like, when you look at their team,
it's a good side, isn't it?
Good side, Experience, young.
Even if you've got everyone fully fit, your midfield five, you've got Kimmich, Goretzka, Gnabry, Musiala, Müller. He's on the bench. You've got Sane as well. He's had a knock, so he's not fully fit.
Well, yeah,
but that whole core is all Bayern Munich. So they play together every week. There's not much more you can ask for.
Good. When you look at it, like it's a very, very good.
See that number 11, Kubo. Watch out.
Have they got enough? They have with the, I suppose. They've got enough attacking threat there as well, haven't they? They've got some good players. Gnabry.
If Germany had an out-and-out striker, a proper number 9, I think they'd be favourites for it.
Does that Nagatomo play for a game?
He used to play for Inter. He left him a couple of years
ago. He's got to be near like 40 now.
Yeah.
I thought he was 37 like 5 years ago.
Brandon said country is so clear of club. World Cup is the best. That's your opinion. I just disagree. I'm always more bothered about my own team. I spend
player and fan is different as well. Because if you're playing, there's the World Cup.
Yeah,
There's probably for most people, there's not much bigger.
it's not much
I think
bigger,
that's the
of course.
perspective I'm looking
but
at it, yeah.
when you come from a club that wins nothing,
Yeah.
I
You
only
can't risk
care about my
because
club.
Your club's week in, week out.
Yeah, but
so-
I spend my money
But
to go watch
I
my
have to
club,
say,
and I
well,
want my club to do
that's
well.
World Cups are good, man. When you go to them,
They are
like,
good.
You know, like even like before each game, the national anthems of each team, it is something
Yeah,
special.
especially,
You
yeah.
see the Wales one the
You
other
could
day.
see, you could see why
Oh,
players.
fantastic, wasn't it?
Yeah, yeah. You can see
Yeah,
why
Wales was mad.
players.
It's like emotional.
It is for a player that is a supreme moment.
Of course it is. It's it's a
you
matter
never
of
forget.
opinion. Doesn't mean I don't like the World Cup. It just means if it came down to it, I personally care
Yeah,
more
it's
about
always
my
going to
team.
be. I don't know. To me, I think it's always
You
going
know
to be a
when
club
people-
because week in, week out, you go and watch your club.
Yeah.
You know when people turn around and just say, oh, what would you rather win, England to win the World Cup or Arsenal to win the Champions League? Well, I prefer Arsenal to win the Carabao Cup. I'll be honest.
Me too.
No, I'm being
I wouldn't
serious.
go that far.
No, I would, but no, Arsenal means everything. It
with
means
you.
everything to me.
I'm with you.
You know what I mean?
Fully
Like,
with you.
You rather Arsenal win the Carabao Cup than England win the World Cup?
Yeah, 100%, because I'm Arsenal first.
Yo,
That's
that's crazy. I can't lie.
I wouldn't do that for Palace.
Carabao.
The Carabao.
No, I'm Arsenal for Arsenal is
Carabao Cup.
Yeah.
The Carabao.
I've charity
Spurs
shield
could
then.
win.
Do you know what it is?
Oh,
He just
that's
doesn't want to see
brilliant.
Kane lift the trophy. I get it.
But-
I get it.
And that would be beautiful to watch. It would be. But if, let's say, Spurs could win Carabao and an FA Cup, obviously we're not in the Carabao, but let's just say
Or Holland win the
hypothetical.
World Cup.
Or Holland win the, and we finished top four
I'm taking
as
Holland
well.
win the World Cup. Sorry, it sounds mad, but Holland
taking
never
a
won the
trophy.
World Cup.
I'm
That's
taking
not
a
the
trophy.
shit.
What about the FA Cup then?
We
FA
have
Cup
kicked
or-
off,
If you
by the
said
way.
Champions League,
Yeah, babes. Well, let's just do small
let's
steps.
be
yeah?
realistic though.
We're not even in the Carabao. Let's just call it the FA Cup.
I'm sorry, I'm Arsenal first. Arsenal
Okay,
comes
let me ask you a
first.
question, Rob. Arsenal to win the Premier League this season, or England to win the World
That's
Cup?
the Premier League, man.
Oh, so there we go.
It's the Premier League. That ain't even a question.
Seriously.
So there we
So
go.
yeah, Arsenal to win the Premier League. That's
And Tottenham all
my
day
team
to
I
win the
watch week
Premier
in,
League.
week out. So
Yeah,
you know,
fair.
but if it was a Carabao Cup, come on, that's. I'd
Well,
rather
so I
England.
started off quick.
See,
Yeah.
it's always nice, the
I like
idea of
this.
the World
Look at
Cup
this,
until it's your
Japan.
own team.
Ooh,
They've
ooh.
started off sharp, Germany.
I like Germany's kit, you know.
Nesho says, I like the World Cup in winter. Makes me happy and not depressed in the winter cold weather. Do you live in London? Because honestly, getting in this morning in that rain.
pouring down. I
Like
bring
that.
the
But
umbrella.
he's got a point, man. You know what I mean? He's got a point. The one thing about it being played in the winter, man, it is, you know, it's
It's that depressing time of the year,
It'd
isn't
be
it?
nice when you're over there in the sun.
Oh, how did we miss that? Come on, man. What's up with the Japanese defending?
Earth Extremities said, is Fuad ready for the halftime spin for the hot pepper sauce?
Hey, that sauce, man, is.
That sounded like a threat.
Minaj said, Abby, please do the chili again. Minaj, I will never be doing that chili again.
You might get the singing one, might you?
I'm not doing anything on this one. I'm sitting out.
You sitting out?
I'm sitting out on this one. I'm traumatised.
Boring.
Alex said, Havertz will send Tomiyasu home. This is going to be another dead 1-1 draw, said Mr. A.
Nah.
No,
I said Scholes, this
they
one
look
don't.
sharp, Germany. Straight away.
Germany have started off sharp.
Conrad says, watching this whilst living in Japan. Big up you lot holding it down. And he's sent a little bit of Japanese in there as well. Japanese for you lot are sick.
Big up,
P.S.
Conrad.
Nippon is the Japanese
Big up.
word for Japan. Thank you very much. I did not know that. Robbie's got a Japanese blanket, cosy.
Oh, I like this Japanese kit though.
Lots of predictions coming through. H8 says 2-1 Germany. Sadiq 2-0 Germany. Gabe 2-2 draw. Maida to score. Soa says 2-1 Germany. Fred says 1-1. Nesho says Germany 1, Japan 2. Brian says 3-1 Nabry. Lots of love for Germany. John D 3-1 Germany.
They're the favourites,
DMYG
aren't
2-1 to Japan. Hope for a 4-0 win for Germany. Want Japan to win, says Luis, but I think Germany will win.
Go on, do it for pace. Hey, he's quick though, isn't he?
He's tiny little thing. Frank says Costa Rica will give you a surprise. Costa Rica, I believe they're playing Spain later today.
Yeah, Spain.
Playing Spain later today.
plays
Well, I
for
hope
Celtic,
so.
doesn't he?
I hope
Wanna
so.
play for Celtic?
Kane, Balder says, what's your favourite German food and word?
Can't speak a word of German.
Can't speak a word of German.
I'm like, I've grown up like really English, so I've always been in England, I've always had the
Just
English
a glory
culture.
hunter.
So it's just like a heritage thing rather than
Glory
a
hunter.
proper German.
Like the Queen.
Yeah. If it was like, say it was Finland, I'm probably not caring. But with England, it's like, yeah, I'll take a second chance.
Favourite food? Have you had any German food?
Corner.
Bratwurst.
Yeah, food I'm not I'm not that like cultured in general on food. I'm really chicken dippers, McDonald's. I'm sorted. So like anything like the sausage, that kind of stuff, I'm down for.
Sauerkraut.
We went to a sausage place, proper sausage restaurant in Germany.
I do like a hot dog, like
it was really nice.
the proper German ones you get.
Yeah.
What do they call them? Those
Bratwurst.
Bratwurst.
Yeah. But they don't really have much food.
German beer. German beer. If you've got any recommendations for German food.
Germany's just kind of Oktoberfest. Even like music, there's not really there's not really much German that like hits worldwide.
German's greatest hits.
That's a poor corner by Japan, man.
Let's have a look and see.
That's one thing I'll big up for Germany, man. When they do that, I went to Oktoberfest. So
Have you?
Yeah, it's brilliant, man.
Colin said Rice and Grealish would be
How long
playing
was
for
there for?
Ireland if they had a better football history.
He was over there for a game and went to an event.
Yeah, they could actually play for it. Didn't they play for the Republic of Ireland?
I know
They
Rice
did.
did at
I know,
youth level.
they did
Like
it.
Grealish
I
was like,
but I
yeah.
definitely did
It
it.
was either like youth team or friendlies where you can
Yeah,
still
definitely
play.
played youth football in Ireland. I'm
Rice
pretty
had
sure.
played in friendlies, so they weren't competitive games, I think.
Aegon says Arsenal means everything to me. I mean, I don't support Arsenal personally. Hate you in nothing. But means
No.
everything to Lee.
Yeah, it does, doesn't
Lee being 100%. Kai said same here, Lee. Rare, Lee with the win.
Can't believe you
Yeah.
sacrifice an Arsenal trophy for it.
Carabao Cup, Lee. We could have a World
We haven't
Cup.
won it since '93.
Carabao Cup.
Jay says
not fussed
that
about
I
that.
am desperate for a trophy, and I am desperate for a trophy.
Close it.
Which is absolutely fine. When it's been such a long drought, you get desperate, guys. You get desperate. Sajal said 7-0. Japan will get battered by Germany.
Ain't no need for that. Ain't no need for that. This is World Cup. This is World Cup time. Ain't no need for that.
Let's put a caption on the screen. How long since Tottenham last won a trophy? What's that? 14 years.
14 years.
267 days. 19 minutes. No, sorry, 19
36
hours and
minutes.
36 minutes.
It's actually not that long because you didn't put the Audi Cup in that.
Is it actually 14
The Audi
years?
Cup we won in
So
2019.
the last time you won a trophy was
Proper trophy.
when Woodgate scored.
I'm taking any type of trophy.
Is that
at this
when
point.
Woodgate scored? Is that the one?
Yeah.
That's Chelsea.
Yes, rules are rules. This is, uncalled for, don't you think?
Very.
Can you stop sending me stats on when the last time Tottenham won
Jonathan.
silverware?
This is so unnecessary. This is Japan v Germany.
This is Japan v Germany stream.
Let's focus.
Looking back on it, that Chelsea were prime Chelsea then as well.
I just think this is bang out of order. Anyway, let's get back to this game. It's been
How did
7
they beat a
minutes.
prime Chelsea.
What have you seen? What have you seen so far in this,
I'm
Fuad?
just doing my picks.
So far, Japan look. They're on the counter here.
Can't Japan?
Ooh.
Take
Four
one,
on
take
four.
one.
Oh,
Yes!
Offside. He went way too early. He went way too early.
VAR.
You could see him.
VAR.
You could see him.
VAR. Hey, it was a good counter attack, though, man.
It was a great counter
Let's see the VAR, man.
You could tell.
First shot of the game, 7 minutes.
That
comes
was
to
caught out in
Japan.
midfield. Told you.
It was a really
the
good
Japanese
run.
will work. I'll stay on side. Be on side now.
Nah, he's just off, man.
he's off.
Come on. How
Come
can
on,
you
stay
not
on side,
see?
man.
Germany
Stay
have
on
had
side. It's a great little pass to
75%
them as
possession so far, but it doesn't matter. Japan could have been
That's
1-0
why
up, but they were
Inter told you to
offside.
Gundogan giving it away is a bit. I think where the Bayern Munich thing we mentioned, I really like having that course. We've got Goretzka on the bench, who I would have wanted to start. Gundogan, he's a good player, and I feel like he's one that you'd want to come off the bench
Yeah.
and kind of make the impact. And where the Germany squad, especially with 5 subs now, they've got such good depth that after an hour you can kind of mix it up and just bring on 5 world-class players. So I'd have liked to have seen Gundogan coming off the bench, but
What are
give him
you
a chance.
thinking of
Calm
this
the game
German
down in the
kit?
second
Yeah.
half.
I like it.
You
I
like
like
it?
the German kit as well. We have got it somewhere.
They like it.
I'm not a huge
Where
fan
is
of
it?
it.
Oh, it's up there. It's up there, right
I
in
don't
the
like
corner.
it.
I quite like it.
I'm not. I
I prefer
don't know.
previous kits that
Yeah.
they've had. That one is just too. The black stripe in the middle just doesn't make sense.
No, it's more Juventus, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm not. I'm probably it's because I'm not used to it. You know, used
Is
to seeing
it, is it the green away kit that
Better
they've
than the
got?
England one.
I can't remember if it
Well,
was
I've got
this
to say
one
the
or
England
last
one
one, but they
looks
had
a
a
bit
green
cheap.
away kit.
I
that
can't
was-
bear the England one. I don't mind the
Always got
England
green and
away
black.
kit.
Yeah.
I'm not loving the England home kit. Do you like the England home kit?
There's something. Where it's,
Your kit's cold.
Yeah, I like the home kit. To be fair.
Yeah.
It almost looks what's that material? Like
Velvet.
velvet,
Velvet.
velvet suede. Yeah, it's
They've
like,
always had good kits, though.
yeah.
But that one there, the England kit, you know.
Not a
I
fan.
feel like the away one they tried to do
If
too
you're going
much.
to do the 82 one, do it. You know what I mean?
Proper, yeah.
I just didn't,
Do it.
Didn't
But
love
don't
it.
just sort of like.
I feel like nowadays with some of the kits, they just almost, I don't know, they make it almost too simple. I feel like there's no real effort put
Nothing
into
in
it.
it.
Whereas you remember like 2002 World Cup, 2006
Yeah,
World
they
Cup.
used to have sick shirts.
Like I remember
iconic.
Holland and one tournament had like the flag coming through the collar and all
Yeah,
sorts.
yeah,
So
yeah.
I was like, man, they used to be so creative. Now it just seems stick the badge on, do a little retro throwback.
Yeah, that's what I like. That's why I like this German kit. At least something different. Everybody else's kits is just like, you know.
To be fair,
Like you said, they just
the
stuck a
Saudi
badge on.
Arabia kit was quality.
Saudi Arabia kit was nice.
Theirs is nice. I said all the teams in green: Saudi Arabia, Mexico, and Nigeria. All seem to have quality kits. I said they're on.
Wales away kit is nice.
Haven't seen the Wales
Yeah,
one.
that's
I quite
nice.
I like this Japan one.
Yeah, I was going to say this one.
But I think I love the France one. I just think it's so like.
France is another icon.
I really like
France, that is plain.
That's
It's-
one of those though. I'm just
It's
like it's
plain,
too,
but I
it's too
like
plain
it. I
for
like
me.
it though. I like
I
that.
get
like
it. It's
it,
the
I do
simplicity of it. Yeah.
Because I don't like the US one, which is also really plain.
The
but
worst one, I
just-
think,
I
is-
love the France one.
Portugal. I don't know what they tried to do with that one. Far right there.
Yeah,
far left
Portugal.
there.
Even the way it blends into the shorts
It's
is just weird.
Weird. I'm just like I don't know what that is.
I think England's is poor as well.
Absolutely.
That German one's alright.
And USA's one looks like a training kit.
Yeah, I don't like that at all. Gareth in the super chat said, Stuart Pearce said that once you played for your country, you should only be eligible for that country. Even if it's only a friendly, said the rules should be changed. Rice and Grealish only got capped in their friendlies.
I agree.
Yeah, I agree. I think
I
once
agree.
you played for your country, whether it,
I don't
that's
think. I don't think it's the friendly though. I don't think so because I've.
What with Rice?
Yeah, I think once you
I
played
think
for
if you
friendly-
played in a friendly,
you play,
you
it's
know-
an international though, isn't it? Still
Yeah.
get a cap for it, Robbie. He's got a cap. He's got an Ireland cap.
yeah, but
I mean, then you get the issue of whether like you call up one player or cap him just to tie him and then never play him again.
Yeah.
Just in
Yeah.
that slim chance
Yeah,
he
you
might
just-
be
yeah,
alright.
yeah, because
Then
you-
it's kind of the
what
knock-on
you-
effect of it.
yeah,
Is,
you go down a list. So you go down a list and say, boy,
But it's, yeah, it's,
let me just.
I think if it's friendly.
but you've got to play one
and-
friendly. You cap 11 players who might be alright, and then in the
You never
future
play
you've
again.
got them.
I think if you play a certain amount of friendlies, then you should be ineligible.
What do you think about
No,
players for like Tomori though, who
Huh?
almost got capped in order so Southgate can have him available for England, but now he's not eligible to play for Nigeria, and essentially he doesn't
And
know
Canada.
what-
He would be at the World Cup.
Yeah, he could have been essentially at
Yeah,
the
that's
World
what
Cup.
I'm
But,
saying.
Well, he's
wasn't
not
there
now, is
the
he?
Laporte switch?
Laporte
so there
switch
is
as
a
well.
way that you
But
can do
Laporte
it.
didn't get a call up from France.
never had a call
He
up.
never had a call up. For some weird reason, Deschamps just wasn't a fan
Wasn't
of him.
feeling him,
Yeah.
which is a bit odd.
But is it Hudson-Odoi who... Has he switched for Ghana or is he switching? Because
Ghana, yeah.
What's that?
there was like that
Yeah.
3 or 4, 5,
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
There's a few years where you can't, you have
Oh,
to
that he
wait,
hasn't
and then
switched.
you can
Yeah.
switch.
Well,
So he's
but
just
yeah.
switched, or he's in the process. I don't know if
So
he's
I
done it
assume
yet.
that someone like Tomori would probably end up switching.
I don't know.
If
I
it's
think now
possible.
he's not
England
eligible
under
because he's
21
played in
level goal
official
scorer,
But
isn't
games.
it?
didn't
Can't
Tomori,
play for-
not Tomori, didn't
I don't think he has
Hudson-Odoi
actually.
That's, I think that's where the, I think, yeah,
He's not there.
Because Hudson-Odoi is under 21.
Yeah.
Is what it was.
Yeah, it's an
Tomori's
age.
That's the other-
over.
yeah, I think if what I think probably they should do if you reach a certain age and say you're 23 and you get called up for England, you shouldn't then be able to go and choose another team. But if you're a kid, like you're under 18 or you're 18,
Because loads of them, especially like under 15, 16,
What do you-
18, they keep switching. And like Musiala went between England and Germany so much.
What
Yeah.
about the
And you kind of
possibility?
got to make that decision.
What about the possibility of if you don't get called up for 5 years, for example? So
Yeah.
let's say Tammy Abraham, for example, doesn't get called up for 5 years for England. Should he then be eligible to play for Nigeria if Nigeria
No.
are willing to call him?
no,
No.
because you chose
made
the
the
country.
decision,
You
yeah.
made the decision.
He's played competitively.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I'm with you. Once you friendly or not, if you play for the country,
Great
that's it.
block. So the Japanese man are working hard, man. You see that block there?
Let's read some of these chats. Gary Nolan said, I'm with Leeds. I take Arsenal beating Spurs home and away than winning the World Cup. That's quite drastic.
No, I'm with him.
No, you wouldn't
I'm
take
with
that.
him. Oh, it's, with him, like beat Arsenal, but Tottenham every time. Lovely.
Ero says, do you feel that the international team's quality is diminishing across the board except England and France?
No.
Not really, because Brazil and Argentina
Brazil,
were
Argentina.
favourites coming into the tournament. I think it's actually one of the most open World Cups in a while, to be fair. And I
I
quite
remember,
like
you
that.
know, what I mean, listen, we can see big teams lose in leagues and champion. Last year, Real Madrid lost to Sheriff. You know what I mean? And they went on to win it. but they lost to Sheriff. So
Yeah.
let's not forget those things, you know.
It's quite nice to see difference. Abbi says, looking back at yesterday's games, I think France might actually be better without Benzema. The team chemistry was incredible. Would you guys say that France are better without Benzema?
I don't know about they might have been better with Benzema, but Giroud's he's never let his country down. Look at his goal scoring record. He's about to break the all-time scoring records. So
they did play Australia yesterday, which is I'm not having a go at Australia. You know, Giroud, is he going to be out? Benzema could do it against one of the big boys, which he has done. I don't know. It's a tough one, I think there's a argument that he'll get the better out of the two wide players because he's he's a very, very good link-up player. We know that.
His movement's better than Giroud. I mean, Giroud's, as we know, is good, but I think he's another grade up.
Henry now, isn't it?
Yeah,
I rate Giroud. But if you're in a World Cup final and you've got Benzema or Giroud, I'd definitely just go Benzema to have that impact in a big game.
I will go for Benzema. I agree.
Has he played a lot more games than Henry, though, hasn't he?
Who?
To get to that record. Giroud.
Yeah, I think
Giroud, yeah.
It's amazing, right? I was thinking about it yesterday. I was like, he's tied with Henry, and when he first came in, there was fans that asked him, "Look, we gone from Henry to this."
He's a good player. He's a really.
We
good
had
player.
Henry, and now we got a bloody lamppost or things like that.
That's
and now
a
look, the
great
man's tied with.
I think he was
gonna
underrated.
pass Henry.
I agree. I thought he was underrated as well.
He was underrated, yeah.
Alex said Roy Hodgson didn't bring on Zaha and he locked him into England. He said it was the biggest mistake he ever did. Nketiah is switching to Ghana.
Is he actually gone to the World Cup?
He's back out now.
He's just gone on holiday, but he's getting treated as if it's a homecoming.
Yeah, he's not actually
I thought
gone.
he was Nigerian.
Ooh, Rudiger.
I think because of his form at the end of last season, he's kind of he's holding out a little bit longer to see if the England call-up comes. But like
Really?
Lamptey's gone. Is he at the World Cup?
Lamptey's gone.
Yeah.
For as long as Kane is there, all these strikers.
To me,
Jamaica did that not long ago, didn't they? They kind of raided the Premier League and went, all these lot, we'll take these 10 players who are Premier League level but not England level.
I'm surprised that Nketiah didn't go for Ghana. I really surprised me.
I don't know why you would bother waiting. Just.
Especially when you play in, for me, one of the better African countries.
Yeah,
you could win the AFCON with. You can regularly play.
Yeah, go to World
I
Cup.
back in yourself, but there's so much depth in the England team as well. You're never going to be the man.
No, go and play for Ghana. Get those trophies. You can win
literally.
at AFCON.
He's not gonna. I don't think he'll get in.
Joy said Laporte did have a call-up, but he didn't play. Eventually switched from Italy.
Yeah,
so maybe
it's true. He did get
have
called
a
up. I
gap.
remember one time he was with the squad.
I've seen him in the shirt.
Actually
So
play.
if it's
in Spain for so many years.
if you have a call-up, that's technically
because you
not
haven't had a cap. It's only cap when you actually play a minute.
You have to get on the pitch. That's why sometimes, 90th minute, they'll just chuck
So
someone
how
on.
many games has Tomori played for England?
I think 3 or 4 or something like that. Yeah.
Okay. Gareth said Rice and Grealish played on the Irish underage levels. Rice said he felt Irish. Then once England came sniffing, ...
I mean, because that's when the fans, because he was like their golden boy, they really turned against him then.
Both, to be honest, were meant to be like golden.
Diego Costa switched from Brazil to Spain.
Yeah.
Jorginho, Brazil to Italy, won the Euros.
Goodness.
Eduardo, remember
Eduardo played for Croatia.
Not our.
I was going to say
he might be Bolivian, that one.
I was saying yesterday, he must be sitting there saying, how am I not going to the World Cup? I start every week for Conte.
No.
Emerson Royale. He must be thinking, this doesn't add up.
World Cup.
He must be thinking, this doesn't add up. I start every week in front of all these other players and I'm not at the World Cup. It's bizarre.
Has he been capped by
Man
Brazil?
bought like Danny Alves.
Has he been capped by Brazil?
I would rather take a 40-year-old Alves than Royale.
Well, that's exactly what they did.
Has he been capped by Brazil?
Yeah. Oh no, he was regularly getting called up the last 2 years, and it was baffling me. And I thought, surely they're not going to call him up for the tournament. And
I don't know why they hate him.
Nothing could be more baffling than him getting played each
players,
week.
don't they? It's disgusting.
Every single week.
Disgusting.
Spence.
Back your players.
CJ Spence deleted everything off his Instagram.
Yeah.
I quite like Emerson Royal.
I think Sancho's done the same as well.
My favourite
player.
Free Jet Spence. That's like the old school BBM black screen days.
Yeah,
just free Jet Spence.
just what we just said there.
We were just saying, Fuad, we don't understand why you hate the guy so much, right? He's our favourite Tottenham player.
I'm sure he is your favourite Tottenham player.
I quite like.
I don't hate the guy personally.
He's got a fantastic name, by the way. What's a name?
Royale.
Emerson Royale. Oh God, that's great.
That's a proper name.
Why don't you have him in your team?
Do you know what it is? It's because that position has been such a sore and a problem for us since Carl Walker's left. Like we've had
we had Trippier.
Kieran Trippier, not this one.
Not
that
this one you're
seeing.
seeing.
We had an awful one.
Then we had
got rid of
Aurier.
him. Then we had Aurier. Got rid of him. Then we had Doherty. And you saw what he was like in the North London derby. You lot loved him because he's an Arsenal boy as well.
I quite like him.
Honestly, I take Doherty.
and then brought
I'd rather play
Emerson.
Doherty every week.
But it was just so bad every time. It was never kind of the standard you need for a Champions League level club. And then now you're dealing with Emerson Royale. It's like...
Yeah, but what I would say is he doesn't have to pick him.
He doesn't.
He chooses to pick him.
He does.
What's the one that come from PSG?
The thing is, this is what I said about when we signed Jed
yeah.
Spence.
He was
Jed
brilliant
Spe-
at PSG. Do you remember that game he played against Arsenal?
But when Conte said Jed Spence is a club signing, I said I knew immediately the
tackle.
writing was on the wall.
Oh
my God. Is that Havertz?
That is Gundogan.
Is he injured? Offside as well.
Gold Coast Black Star said Hudson-Odoi is switching to Ghana. However, the switch has not been completed in time for him to be selected for the Black Stars. Intianan says Giroud is the most underrated player in the game. In the game, that's a big
That was a lovely touch.
statement. Lucky Singh said Germany, France, England play fast football with excellent balls in the box and crosses. Would you say Giroud's one of the best? One of France's... Well, you have to say one of France's best
very,
ever.
very underrated. Hold-up play, sensational. Just missed
Was anyone actually off there?
vital
the
chances.
thing
I don't think
really.
anyone
Weren't
was.
Champions League winner, won most, pretty much every trophy available to him. Giroud.
Yeah,
Played a
he's
key
won
part in the
everything.
World Cup. People can say he didn't score, but his link-up play was so key to them.
Yeah.
And if you look at really and truly his catalogue of goals, he's got some world-class
He's got some goals
in
he
there.
scored.
He scored the
So
best
it's
goal
like
I've ever seen.
Best goal of that
So-
Scorpion.
And the thing is, so for me, it becomes...
They're in
how much- What is he missing?
They're
to kind
dangerous
of-
on the counter, you know. Sorry
Yeah.
for that.
What is Giroud missing to be in that conversation?
Do you know what? If he had pace, if he had a bit of,
Yeah.
if he had pace,
If he had pace,
been
man.
world class.
Pace tax.
Yeah. He's slow.
just-
That's the only thing
the
about
only
him.
thing about him.
He's
His
slow.
touch was fantastic.
Touch was brilliant. Skillful. His hold-up
Powerful.
play, brilliant.
I
But
think
just-
in terms, if you're talking in terms of like backup strikers, I think he's one of the best ever. I think
Yeah.
if you're talking like...
he's
He's
the
a
best
dream
plan
to
B.
bring on.
Yeah, like if you want to have
He'd be a brilliant plan B for
plan B?
Arsenal right
Yeah,
now.
we
The
never,
best
we
one
never
I've ever
used, we
seen.
never played to his strengths. Neither the Arsenal were
No.
always this tippy-tappy football under Arsene Wenger, and he'd make the run when they like, and it just wouldn't come to him.
back post.
That was some mad corner routine they tried.
Training ground stuff from Japan.
Yuto Nagatomo is the first Japanese player to play in 4 different
He's got to
World
be at
Cup
least 40.
tournaments.
He must be.
4, so how old must he be?
I'm pretty sure he's like
trying
30.
to
I literally thought he was 37 like 5 years ago.
So I said Nagatomo, I looked at him.
He's 36.
Oh my god.
36.
Forever young.
He must have just looked a lot older playing at like Inter.
That's that seafood diet.
What do
I'm
you say
telling
they're
about.
Japanese,
See
man?
it?
They're fit
Live
people,
long,
man.
live
Their
forever.
food, their diet, man, trust me. They don't look old. What was the guy in Karate Kid?
Daniel San.
Mr. Miyagi.
Mr. Miyagi.
Remember how young he looked? He's an
Wax
old
off.
man, he's still got all the moves.
Wax off.
Yeah, still had all the moves, man. You know what I mean?
Gareth says Giroud actually has pace. It just takes a while to get going.
No, he ain't got no pace, man.
He's lengthy.
He's slow. Slow, man. I'll tell you, I used to watch that guy every week.
Giroud is a great link, man.
Slow.
Target, man.
And Aspen wanted
That
you,
ball in behind is a waste
Aspen
of
wanted
time
you
for
to
him.
know that Van Dijk said Giroud was his toughest opponent
Yeah,
he
he
ever
did
played
say
against.
that.
No, Giroud, his hold-up play now, strength. He's a big guy.
Yeah, he's massive.
A good in the air,
Good touch.
good strength, good touch. Yeah, you know what I mean? But play a ball in behind for him, forget it, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'll get there first. You know what I mean? Slow.
I'd like to see the race.
Listen,
You know, I'm backing Giroud.
I'll back Giroud against you then. No, but he's slow though, isn't he?
Yeah, he
He's
is. But in
slow.
terms of, well, yeah, he is. He's
But
not-
or everything, if he had pace, man, trust me, he'd be a world beater.
you say that about some players. If they didn't, there's a lot of players that have pace that have made it. If they didn't have pace, they wouldn't have made it. You know what I mean? It's the same with
Theo
him. isn't it?
Walcott.
Dan James.
Yeah. I just wanted to mention something. We obviously missed it. We were talking at the start of the show, and when Germany did their team photo before they kick off the game, and they all covered their mouths in protest
Oh, okay.
to obviously what's been going on. The German
Yeah.
FA came out yesterday as well, didn't they? And they said that the reason the OneLove armband didn't get worn was because of some type of blackmailing or sanctions that they were being told that would
Players,
face.
the captains will get booked.
Yeah, but apparently there was some other sanctions maybe outside of the game as well. So just to draw some attention to that process that they did do, and that's why they decided to obviously not wear the armband as well.
I think during the Welsh game where Gareth Bale obviously was captain, he got booked in the game for one of his tackles. So if he got booked aside, he would have been off.
Yeah.
Which then almost jeopardises Wales' campaign. So
Well,
when it comes to the football, that's when they've got to really make that decision of can you afford to lose someone?
What's going on here? They're checking something.
Something being checked on VAR.
Uh-oh. Play on. Possible penalty.
Definite pen. Definite.
Play on.
Play on. Play on,
Let's
man.
have another look.
Possible penalty.
Come on, man.
Come on. What's supposed to do about
Too
that?
close.
That is never.
AMR said if Giroud wins the World Cup, Syria and Champions League, he should be a Ballon d'Or contender for 22-23.
Easy, man.
Depends how many goals he scores in.
He's 36, you know, now, isn't he?
Yeah.
It's incredible, really.
Still going strong, man. He's had a great career.
It's one of the weird ones that's actually gotten better with age.
He's had a great career.
Since Arsenal, he won the Montpellier title, came to Arsenal, that was meant to be the big move.
That's it as well. When you forget about it, right?
People forget that.
He won the title with Montpellier as well.
Map.
Guys had that unbelievable career, you know?
Ancelotti's PSG team as well. That was like the first superstars they
He's had
assembled.
an unbelievable career.
Mate,
I think because of his age now, you kind of accept that he's not going to have pace, so you appreciate the player a bit more.
When you think about a decorated career, won the title with Montpellier, won FA Cups with Arsenal, won Champions League with Chelsea, won
World Cup with France.
Won the league with AC Milan.
Puskas Award.
Yeah.
Get the shots off.
And he won the league with AC Milan.
Yeah.
It's a decorated career, man.
Mate, everywhere he's gone, he's had success.
And Harry Kane's won?
That's just rude.
But I'm just, you know, when we start arguing, we was talking about this about moving.
But actually, Lee's
when we
been
talk
very,
about moving,
Can we?
we have, of course, there is that
because
argument.
actually he left Arsenal, went to Chelsea, won the
take into
Champions
account
League.
that is all dependent on the teams he's
It's all
played
depending
for
on
as
the
well.
teams you
Yeah.
play for.
Even though he's won all those trophies, Harry Kane's a better player.
Thank
Yeah.
you, Lee.
There you go. I wasn't expecting that from you.
No, we've come a long way, Fuad. We've come a really long way.
Well, I don't know, man. Is he?
We've come a really long way.
World Cup winner.
Growth. I like that.
I love it when I see you've grown.
Thank you,
I
darling.
love it.
He ain't grown. World Cup winner.
Yeah.
Champions League winner.
Well, you could say the reason he hasn't won the World Cup is
Europa League
because of
winner.
the squad, not just because of him. The reason he hasn't won a
Harry
Premier
Kane
League.
got to the final of a Champions League. What did he do?
Injured.
He was literally
Injured.
injured.
One leg.
So you can't play.
He should
Literally
never
on
have
one
started
leg.
the
So you
game.
can't play it.
Should've
More
just
on
I'm
the
won.
sorry. You've got to take those things into account
I
when
say
you're
that.
talking
I still
about
would
big.
always
Yeah, I still would have. I still
I
would have
think
more
Morris should have been dropped.
But he should have been rewarded.
Delhi
Yeah, you got to the
Drop.
final.
He caused
I thought coming off the bench, he would
Pochettino's
have been
downfall.
something
at
Yeah,
Tottenham, that
I
did.
agree.
Do you know that?
What was that, babes?
Caused Pochettino's downfall at Tottenham, that.
No, that wasn't the downfall.
Yes, it was. I'll tell you why, and I know that from inside info.
Go on then. Why did it cause the downfall?
Right, because certain players were in the team, all players in the team
Offside.
was...
Thought Mora should have started.
No, it was like, say players were injured. They was going, you've got to earn back, you've got to work your way back, you've got to wait your time, earn your place. You've done that to a lot of the players, all of the players. That was one of his mottos. You're in the team, you stay in the team, blah, 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 blah. For the Champions League final, for 3 years he'd been doing that. People like Wanyama were left out, certain other players got to wait to get back in. When you get back in, you've got to keep your place, which is a good strategy.
Yeah.
And then when it comes to that final,
I'm sorry, you play Harry Kane.
he
Let me ask you a question.
listen, I'm not arguing with,
scored a
but
hat-trick.
what I'm saying is the players lost respect for Pochettino.
Yeah, that's a fair
They did.
fair
That
point.
is- I know
but
that
let's
for a
say
fact.
England got to a final and Harry Kane, let's say he picked up this ankle injury and he's missed the
Don't play.
tournament. You don't play him?
And Callum Wilson scored a hat-trick in the
No,
semi-final.
not necessarily Callum
If
Wilson.
Callum Wilson scored a hat-trick in the semi-final, he plays.
Let's say that it's not just one player. Let's say that Callum Wilson's contributed a few, Rashford's contributed a few, Sterling.
Got it.
Do you put Harry Kane back in your England captain or you don't?
Back post.
Well, listen,
Ooh!
That's a goal.
Oh,
Great
what a bit
block.
of defending
Great
that was.
defending.
What defending?
It's like if Ronaldo was not playing, Messi not playing, and it comes to a final, you'd expect them to be playing. It's the same with Harry Kane. But the fact of the matter the fact of the matter is, Harry Kane was not fit, and he knew
he wasn't fit. He wasn't fit.
He knew he wasn't
fit or no fit. Moura scored a hat trick.
Yeah, he should never ever have been dropped.
There, right?
Yeah.
And you drop him for a half-fit player.
No, that was wrong.
Come on, that's
that
ridiculous,
was absolutely wrong, and it should. It shouldn't.
If Harry Kane was fit and won that, and
there were plenty of others at that
decision.
point that could have been dropped. Plenty of others that could have been dropped.
Yeah.
It shouldn't have been Kane for Moura. It should have been someone else for Moura.
Ali.
Rudiger just bullied him off the ball there.
I'll tell you this now. This is true, right? I was away at the time. We was all like, damn. I weren't enjoying life. I weren't enjoying my summer like that. You know. And went into the bar, and when I see Harry Kane was on the team sheet, I went, thank God for that. Because I knew then that it was. I knew they weren't going to win.
I think also after 23 seconds, you know it was over anyway.
Yeah,
don't worry about it.
But I just felt that he wasn't fit. You could see he weren't fit, hindsight's a wonderful thing. If you actually spoke to Pochettino now,
Go and come and watch.
I wish I didn't. I was wrong. I shouldn't have done it.
Probably.
Because they'd actually got there without Harry Kane.
Yeah, Kane had been out for most of that.
That's right.
He's been out for about
since City, wasn't it?
He was virtually out for 6, 7, 8 weeks, more than that.
Yeah, been out since. When did we play
Done
City?
one training session, you know that.
End of March.
End of March, I think it was.
The second leg was early April.
He done one training session.
Yeah, he did one training session leading into it, and I remember just thinking, there is no way he is going to be able to contribute anything. And you saw it; he looked off the pace from minute one. But then, as you said, the second you concede from the first minute,
the game's over.
The game's over. Type of thing. It's like,
in.
oh my God, they're in. 1-0. No, penalty.
The second one was. The second one was
the first one.
But he could be offside.
Let's
he dragged him back.
see.
No, he looked onside, man.
That did look a bit questionable.
No, the first one he dived and then he jumps on him after that, didn't
What's that?
Yeah, if it's the second one, it shouldn't be a penalty. I think it's a penalty for the first one.
Let's have a look. Let's see that replay.
It's a great ball, man.
Great ball in. Who's
Lovely.
pinged that in?
Third man run.
There he catches
man.
him.
That's stupid.
It's not the fall off, it's the first one he catches him.
I think they're
Kimmich.
both penalties if I look at it. Oh.
Look, he pulls his leg back and then jumps on him.
Oh, did he dive though, man?
And then he...
I think that's the first one. I think more.
I don't think you can give it for the second one.
The second
No,
one
I think it's for the
accidental.
first one.
I think the first one,
First
I
one.
want to see that again if he dives, man. Let's get a closer look on it. The referee said, move. Looks like they've
We
given
have a super chat from Blake. Blake, we will read that as soon as we see if this has been given as a penalty. It
given.
looks like.
Gundo.
I want to see it again, man, because it did look like a bit like a butt.
So if he has dived for that first one, that could actually make him
Well, it's given
fall
it.
into the second one. Because if he hadn't dived, he wouldn't fall onto him, would he?
It's given it anyway.
Big moment. Are they still reviewing this, or has it been given?
What are they
It
doing
looks
on
like it's
there?
been given, isn't it? You don't hear him say.
Yeah, literally. As you said.
You don't hear about nothing about the review.
What happened?
Given.
Goalkeeper.
Keeper
Definite pen.
Tripped up round. Gave away a penalty.
can Gundogan make it
Gundogan.
1-0.
Easy as you like.
He can. 1-0 Germany.
Nerves are gone.
Nerves are gone now.
Nerves are gone.
To be fair, I thought Japan have been quite good. It's been quite a competitive game.
They've been.
I think they played well. They went for that.
deserve
We'll sit back, go for the counter,
Yeah.
and it looked like it could work. But I think now there's one. They've got to open up a bit
Yeah,
more.
open up a little bit more.
But is
Sorry,
that not where
Unlucky,
Germany's
Rob. I
quality
think.
comes from?
Unlucky.
You know.
crying to the
I think you've got to have it. If he doesn't dive,
Was it a pen?
then he's in the.
It was
in
a
the
pen in my opinion.
I think it was a penalty because he.
The first one was a pen, not the second one.
Did he not?
I didn't think the second one. I thought the first one.
Second one was accidental.
He actually didn't give it for the first one though, did he?
He didn't. I don't know what he gave it for. But Japan are yet to have a shot in this game. They've never previously failed to score or record a shot in the first half of the tournament. I wanted to read this super chat from Blake. He said, "Where would you rank Giroud out of all time as a striker when he breaks the French record and another World Cup potentially? I've seen people saying top 20 or 30. Would you rank him higher?"
No.
No, top 20
People's
strikers.
memory must be really short. Top 20 or 30 of all time. You lot are...
No, he's not in that.
What? Relax, please. team accolades.
You could be underrated, but not that level.
Yeah, you could be
somewhere in the
underrated
middle
and be a part of great teams and still not be there. Listen, Giroud had a great career, but let's not go too crazy. I think sometimes when we experience the moment of things, we get a little bit too reactionary.
He wouldn't even be in like Arsenal's all-time top 5, would he? I don't know. It's a tough one.
Where would you put him? Top 50? Top 50?
His record, you can't argue with his record. He's just, I'd say it'd be right. I think because he wasn't that fast to put, you know.
I could put him like top 50 of players you'd want to bring on as an impact sub.
Like if you're even talking top 50, like you've got to think top 10 Brazilians, top 10 English strikers, top 10 Dutch strikers, top 10 French strikers, top 10 Argentine. Like you're talking Batistuta, all these guys
Italian.
you don't normally think.
Straight away after that, you're thinking Aguero, Batistuta would be better.
Crespo.
Valdano would be better.
Get the crossing, man.
Maradona.
Cutting back for
Maradona wasn't probably a number 9. was he,
I reckon he makes maybe top 50 potentially.
Top 100 I'll give him. Top 100 I'll give him.
I'd put him in the top 50.
Cameron says, Robbie, are you worried about Liverpool and Manchester United having new owners?
Yes.
Is this mine?
Especially Man United.
Yeah,
They've had terrible owners. They get a good owner.
They got a good coach already.
Yeah,
you
and they
give
get a
him
good
right
owner.
ownership.
Yeah, because, you know.
Listen.
So, yes, you have to be worried.
Troubling times. It's crazy, though. I guess if they're putting the club up for sale, does that mean everything Ronaldo said in that interview was spot on?
Well, I think he's been vindicated now for a lot of the things he said, isn't it? The fact that they're putting it up for sale.
Well, he has really hung them out to dry, hasn't he, with some of the things he said, like, you know what I mean? Like, and it means now they've got to put some...
Oh, well, that's a foul.
Some sort of investment in.
Oh, God, here we go.
Come on,
4 on 3.
Come on, use that.
Waited too long.
That,
Waited
man.
too long, man. Hey, get me Toma on, man.
Another good question on the super chat from Baldor, who said, out of the players who are playing in this game, who would you want to pick for your club?
Gnabry.
What centre-backs we got here?
Musiala.
Give me Schlotterbeck.
I mean, I'd take most for Palace. It's not that hard at this point.
I'll take Kimmich. I'll take Goretzka.
I'll take Schlotterbeck and Rudiger.
Rudiger.
No, I'm happy with that.
But Kimmich, I'd have Kimmich. We could
There's
play
a
it
lot,
with
I
that.
reckon.
I've got to be happy with it. Has he got the
Kimmich,
best centre
put him
half?
at right
I'd
wing
take
back.
that Matoma.
Why not?
Well, actually.
Mitoma, yes. I'll take
Take
Mitoma all day.
Talk to me about Romero yesterday.
Hey, listen.
Best centre half
I
in
was
the
with my
Toby
Muslim
said
brothers, my
best
Saudi brothers, mashallah. You know what I'm saying? We had to defeat Romero yesterday, but listen, that was a horrid World Cup debut, I'll be
That was
honest
bad.
with you.
No, Tottenham boy, you know the
good
Tottenham
look.
boys, they've saying it and all Romero.
What I'm thinking with him though is he did have a knock coming into the World Cup, so he might not be playing at 100%, which is why he probably came off at half-time as well, to be fair. I think Lisandro, to be fair, has been arguably for me the best centre-back in the Premier League this season. I'm surprised that he's not starting. Yeah, arguably, I said. Arguably. So you can
stop
argue
the
the
arguments
case for
around it, you know what
Saliba,
I mean?
Lisandro.
I know you don't want to say it.
I picked Lisandro, but I hear
I know
the
you don't
Saliba
want to say
case
it.
as
No,
well.
What, Martinez,
Listen,
do you think has been the best
Saliba's-
centre half in the league this season?
He's not.
Personally,
He's been
I
good,
think
but he's
so.
not been better.
Where was you
than
at Brentford on holiday?
I mean, Brentford was one game, and if you really looked at the goals, he didn't. Aside from the one where he slipped at the back post.
You really haven't rated Martinez this season?
No, I rate him.
I think he's half
good
decent,
player.
but I don't think he's in the,
That's why we were trying to decide him. He's a good player.
He is pucker.
I think he's the best centre half in the league.
Japan.
Performance-wise, I mean, maybe not ability-wise, maybe not.
I like his ruggedness. I like the way he goes about things.
The problem is
he's a skillful player as well.
Do you know what the thing about will happen with Lisandro as well? Because of his height, I genuinely don't think he'll ever get the credit he actually deserves. I think people will always look at him, you know, like how you
eventually
looked
get moved out of centre half.
You know how you looked at Giroud without the pace?
Yeah,
is how people will look at
that.
him without the height. He's good,
I
but he
think
can never
he's
be
a
the
good-
best
I
because
think
he's short.
a good centre defender, but I don't think he's been up there with the best.
Him and Saliba, neck and neck.
Neck and neck.
Neck and neck. Piss off.
Neck and neck. Maximum.
Right, Toby was telling me Romero was the best, so that's what I said to him.
Listen, Romero, I was saying should be in the conversation, but I feel like this season his performances have been inconsistent.
You
He's
talking about
been
Romero?
out injured,
He's been poor.
and then they've been obviously that World Cup debut there doesn't back it up when you go international as well, where you've got the.
I'll tell you what, he's a ruthless defender, isn't he?
He's a monster. I love his mentality. I love the way he plays as well.
He does. Look, I really like Romero. I just can admit that he's just not having. I think this season, or actually, I'd even go and say from last, when he came back from having that long injury, he just hasn't looked. He hasn't looked the same.
I thought there was a spell after that long injury where I was like, whoa.
He's back. But I still just don't think consistently he's been to the level he was before that.
I'll be honest with you, in 18 months now he's been here, and I feel like you can judge a signing after 18 months. I still don't feel like we've got what we thought we were going to get.
I still think it's a good signing.
Yeah.
I just think injuries might have just hampered it a little bit. But also, when you've also got a partnership, think about the back for Tottenham. Dyer should just not be there. I mean, I think Romero made Dyer a better player last season, and I think he made Royale a better player last season.
Abbi.
However, again, just not good enough. I actually don't mind Longley. I think he's all right, but again, I don't think he's. I think if we would have gone and got that Bastoni, I know he obviously didn't want to come because he'd only been at Inter a season. He said he didn't want to move. If we'd have gone and got Bastoni, I think it's a different story. But that's the type of calibre of a player you need to go and sign. Not just keep shoving.
Did Longley go France?
Longley was no, he's not in the squad.
What is Will say about Spurs and a lot of Spurs fans?
It's a makeshift back. You're playing Ben Davies. Then Ben Davies, great credit to Tottenham. He's been a great servant, but he's not. You shouldn't be playing him. He's not the solution. Eric Dyer's not the solution.
But can I just say something about that? Because like all Spurs fans say that. Like even my Spurs mates say, "Oh, they're not good enough." But all three of them are at the World Cup.
Yeah, but they're not. They are not good
just
enough.
Just because you're at the World Cup does not make you good. It was like last time when Spurs fans last year were saying, "Oh, Joe Rodon, are you seeing what he's doing at the Euros?" And I'm like, "Come on, guys, please, let's be serious. If we want to be at the top, Ben Davies leaves Spurs, he doesn't get into any other top six side. Eric Dyer leaves Spurs, he doesn't get into any other top six side. That for me is proof enough.
Emerson Royale doesn't not get into another Premier League team.
Facts. Not top six Premier League, period. And that's enough proof in the pudding for me to say that these guys are not good enough. And the recruitment hasn't been good enough. Put Romero there and he can paper over the cracks, but he can't fix it by himself. That's the thing.
So you're saying realistically, you're saying Romero though, or not?
Romero, I think he's a good signing. I just don't think we've seen the best of him yet. But I also think that's also
the whole rest of your defence you've got to look to replace.
100%, and it should have started in the summer. We needed a right back, needed a left back, needed a centre back, at least one. Obviously, we got the right back in. We bought Jed Spence.
So you
hasn't been playing him. Bought in Perisic. For me, I'm happy to have Perisic, but I would have done Perisic.
He's a good player to have with the Champions League and all that.
I'd have rather keep Reguilon
than Sessegnon.
100%. Shipped out Royale and Doherty.
Yep.
Bought in two more. Or one more talented one and pay the extra for it, and a centre back. That should have been the first place Tottenham started in the summer.
We had this conversation with all our players, like the defensive players.
But everyone could see that. And also go and get someone that's creative in the midfield. Richarlison didn't really needed someone like an Eriksen who was there on a free.
Just saying everything I've been saying for the past 6 months. I love it.
Just,
Abbi knows the football.
Everyone, and the thing is every Spurs fan has been seeing.
Do you know what's been so nice?
Issues.
Do you know what I thought to myself for the weekend? I thought, oh, how nice to have a weekend where
ain't got stress about that. Yeah.
Not one bit of stress. And as soon as we start talking about Tottenham, I get hot.
Yeah.
I get annoyed. I get irate.
Temperature rises.
I get irate. Because I'm happy the World Cup came because it meant a break from seeing them. It's not the sauce.
It's the old Tottenham sauce.
But I do you can feel yourself getting irate when you talk about them.
No, facts.
Do you get it?
100%. Listen.
Irateness.
Getting a little sweaty under this hat now.
It's an interesting conversation, but when you go to these Tottenham Arsenal things when they're on there, like, oh, Lloris in goal, oh, so-and-so in goal, he's got to go and go, he's got to go and get.
And a keeper. To be fair, the keeper wasn't an issue this summer.
This
is a big problem for next
I've
season.
said Lloris for about 2 or 3 seasons. I said if we don't replace him, we're going to watch him expire in front of our eyes.
But like we do with everyone, right?
Yeah.
Let's just we just see the expiration date as a guideline. Don't do nothing about it.
Literally.
Anyway, let's see what happens in January. Kulusevski deal's nearly done though.
Listen, last January we were one of the biggest benefactors with Kulusevski.
Is he not going to go back to Juventus then?
No.
I thought you lot bought him permanently.
No, it's 99% done, according to.
Come on, man. That's a bargain.
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 And Bentancur, bargain.
Bentancur, 16 million.
He's a good player.
Both of them were very, very good signings in January. That's, I think, what pushed Tottenham over the line.
You've got a good part of your spine for this Tottenham side, but you've just got to
put the other pieces around
sort the other two sections of the spine out, the keeper and the back. That's what you've got to do.
100%.
And if you're
What keeper would you go for?
You know what? I'll
depends
be
how
honest
much
with
we're
you.
going to spend. We'll probably get Sam Johnston.
Do you know who I see the natural replacement?
No.
That Leeds goalkeeper.
Meslier. Yeah.
I like him. There's something about him. I know he has these gaff moments, but for me, I think he's only 21 or 22.
Yeah.
I think from what he's shown so far,
him with that Tottenham crowd moaning and groaning behind him.
No, I think there's potential with Meslier.
He already makes a lot of mistakes.
Big potential there.
There's potential. I even think Sanchez of Brighton, he's a decent keeper. Because Tottenham are never going to go. Tottenham are never going to go and spend 70 million on a keeper.
Great skills.
Kai Hughes in the Super Chat said, I'd have Conte any day. Try watching David Moyes every week. I mean...
Hey, it's always worth somewhere else.
I was going to say, but it's actually not much different in terms of the football you're probably watching. It's probably not much different.
Well, West Ham have been a disappointment this year.
They have been, absolutely. Is that down to Moyes, though?
Yeah.
No,
solely down to Moyes?
Nicky was saying it yesterday.
Yeah.
Nicky was
I
saying
agree
it.
with Nicky, he's right.
He was being ruthless. He said,
guys got wicked players now. Don't know how to deal with them. Don't know how to play him because he's always been an underdog manager who plays pragmatic football. Now you've got proper players, man. Paqueta, is that man's out right.
Scamacca.
Now you've got more tools now. It's Scamacca. Let's see what you can do.
Yeah.
You don't know what to do.
Yeah, Nicky.
Same like when he went Man United.
Who do they get in though?
He's an underdog manager, that guy. You know what I mean? He's like a Sean Dyche, them type of managers. They're like, you know,
bottom half of the table.
You know, they're managers where, you know, against all odds, when they ain't really got certain players and that they can, you know, put in. But when you give them now the tools, because they only got one way of playing, a pragmatic way.
Yeah, I was very surprised Nicky said that yesterday.
Nicky been telling me that from time, and a few of the West Ham fans were saying to me, I'm happy.
But he's done fantastically well with them, but they say, you know, because you've done well in one season, don't mean to say you should have it for the next, you know, ruthless.
I mean, yeah, you've got to be careful what you wish for, because you could come in and bring in a manager and then you go down.
Trust me.
It's true.
They've been in that situation before as well.
Big Sam till the end of the season.
So I don't think they should be getting rid of him.
Imagine. Paul, West Ham.
Give it Big Sam till the end of the season.
Let's see if Germany can make it 2 just before half time.
I've been impressed with Germany.
Germany played alright, you know.
They played some really good stuff.
The build-up's really good. The shots are just all from long range. They're not testing yet.
Have you been a bit disappointed in Japan, or have you liked what you've seen of them?
I just think that Germany are better side.
This is what I expected from Japan. Like,
this is kind of what I expected from both teams.
That's
good play.
I expected Germany to have a little bit more cutting edge in the final third.
Up front, when they have countered.
When they get up there, they look like they're panicking, and then there's no composure. They're a little bit, let's just try and get it there and hit and hope. There's no
4 minutes.
There's no plan once they get up there.
Yeah.
But I think the Germans have got such a good plan that...
So much more quality in it.
I think that's the thing with Japan, though. I think that's where...
Defended well, though. It was only that penalty.
Yeah.
They can actually make the difference once they get the ball in these types of position. Look, that's just a long hoof into where...
They've got a lot of players back, but they're doing well to force Germany to have to shoot from long range. It's not really... The keeper's not really being tested. You just need a few more in the box, a little tap in.
Shot. And there's a shot in this game so well, in Japan. Right.
Japan have not had a shot, no.
Kai said Paqueta playing for Brazil tomorrow in the World Cup. He's been awful for us, and that's down to Moyes. We'll definitely keep an eye on that. West Ham Fan TV. Love keeping up with the games with you beautiful people. When's that stud muffin Hawkins back? I don't know. When is Nicky back on?
Nicky?
Friday.
Nicky's back on Friday for the England game.
Nicky's back on Friday, so West Ham Fan TV. You will see your stud muffin then. Jimmy Ginola said, Robbie and Lee, is there a seriously better chance for a player to win a trophy with England than there would be with Spurs?
Yes.
It's equal opportunities.
This season, this season you've got to say Harry Kane's got a better chance of winning the World Cup.
I mean, I would love that for him.
Than he has of winning.
For his first bit of silverware to be gold.
He's got three chances to win it with Spurs, only one with England. So for me, it's
England get to the. I was just thinking of stuff here. England get to the World Cup final, win it.
Spurs have won the World Cup.
Callum Wilson starts. Harry Kane's
he's injured for the rest.
That'd be just his luck, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would.
Still gets a medal. Back post, bicycle.
He headed it right back to their player.
Oh.
Goal.
Offside. Is it onside?
Are they giving
I
that?
thought it was
Oh my
off.
God.
Giving it.
Let's have a
Havertz.
look at it. Kai Havertz with the
Giving
goal. 2-0.
I thought that was well off.
It's that Ram again.
That will go to VAR.
Oh yeah,
Sure.
I'm not going to celebrate too much yet.
Let's see if that goes to VAR. Japan
He knows he's offside.
Even he
man.
isn't celebrating it.
Japan have not
That's
had a
off.
shot in this game.
Dang.
Yeah, I have to say.
I think that early chance
Japan
is
are getting
probably-
dominating, man.
So it's probably been a good thing for Germany where they've gone,
Yeah.
right, we know what they're going to try and do.
Yeah, he's off. Oh, yeah, he's
Yeah.
off.
He's off.
Offside.
Yeah.
I don't know, is he behind the ball?
No, he's offside.
I mean,
man.
that looks
He's ahead of
pretty
it.
off. But then
Is he ahead
again,
of the
every
ball?
time we say someone's
Head of
off,
the
they're
ball,
usually
Yeah,
on.
I know. Is he head of the ball? That's the only thing now that's going to.
The head of the ball, isn't he?
Huh?
He's ahead of the ball.
I don't know, is he?
Ooh.
I'm not sure he is, you know.
From that angle, it
I
looked
don't
like he
know, I
was.
think that's onside. This is going to be tight. Come on, get the lines out.
I don't know, man. It's a close one.
Yeah, it's closer than what you think. Goal. It's a goal.
We're waiting
Disallowed,
patiently for
disallowed,
VAR.
disallowed.
They're giving it.
No goal.
No goal. Giving it
Offside.
for the
VAR
offside.
check goal. What are they doing?
It's offside.
And it is still 1-0 to Germany. Unfortunately, Kai Havertz's goal
They
is
checked goal,
offside.
didn't it, there at first?
Yeah.
Well,
They
they
checked
got
it
that
quick,
wrong,
didn't
didn't
Premier League, that'd be lines out, this, that, drawn.
The little lines. I'm sure we'll see that at
they? Yeah,
half
look,
Well,
they've
after
changed it now,
Squiggly
look.
lines.
VAR no goal now, look.
They
Get it right, get it right, TV. ITV.
Come on, Japan, get one back before half time, man. Yeah. Just whip it in. They got the height in there, though. That's the only problem. That's
he
a
actually
great
did.
goal.
Oh, great little effort.
Come on!
Hey, Robbie
Still
playing
in this?
PlayStation there.
You're still in this, Rob?
If he had air, that would have cushioned it into the goal. Once he got his whip. No, it's a good try. It's a good effort.
It's a good try.
Yeah.
A good effort.
It's
That
not
was
much more.
Mbappe's one was a bit like that yesterday.
Yeah.
In.
But he's world class.
That's it.
And he's got hair.
And he's got a hair, did you say?
Perfect.
They've been a better side, though, isn't it, Germany?
Yeah,
they
much
did
better.
them
I've been
Half-time.
impressed.
Yeah.
Germany, I've been
Very
impressed.
impressed.
Their passing combinations, I think a lot of teams will struggle to stop it. It's just having that final.
Like you said, Hansi Flick.
yeah.
Innit? That's
It's
it.
just
That's how
if
he
they need
drills
that
his
striker,
teams up,
because
man.
even Havertz, he's not that.
Yeah, if
he's
they had a
not
proper
that guy.
striker, yeah, if they had a proper striker, man.
Okay. Who would like to spin the wheel first?
Oh, God.
As you're winning, surely it's just.
I think I'm ruled out on medical
Go on,
grounds.
man.
Ruled out on medical grounds.
The sauce is waiting, man.
Oh, someone's
I'll
someone's
take
going
the
to cop
sauce. I
it.
don't want the singing or the dancing.
Someone's going to cop
Oozing
it.
sauce.
Someone's copping it.
Yes.
Dot.
Oh, come on. So easy.
Nobody wants that sauce, right?
That's better than the win.
I just want
Do
you
we have
to
to do
get
the
it.
sauce at
I just
half-time
got
or
locked to these
after?
anyway. I don't
No,
care.
do it at half time.
I don't care where
Like
these
I
go.
had to. And like Matisse had to.
That's like a win.
Oh, my God.
Oh!
Hey, yo.
Is that the ball?
No, it's close.
Hey,
Close
yo.
though. Fuad,
Unlucky.
off you go.
I'll take it.
You got off very lightly.
scared,
with
man.
Enjoy
that.
your sauce.
It's my first spin.
Good luck. Could this be Spursy?
Oh, go on, then.
Spin again.
Spin again. Yes, it's definitely Spursy. This is definitely Spursy, this, I tell you. You can see.
Oh!
Spursy, this.
Spin again. It's got me the chili this time.
Come on, come on.
Yes!
Dot, you lucky.
Oh, man.
He was
so
Oh, shit in it there.
the death sauce. Bloody hell's close to going.
Ooh.
He ain't worried, he just
Oh, he went far.
he's just got off the sauce.
Lee,
Come on.
You know,
off you go.
I've just got off the sauce. It's got to happen, innit? It's got
I've
to
been
happen.
stressing all morning for that.
No, I can't lie to you. When they said spin again, I said no.
But I've been sitting on the side for everyone just watching the
Here we go, here we
people.
go, here we go.
Oh!
I thought that was very chilly.
What's that? What's
Can
that?
we have some
That
music,
music. I want the
please?
same music I had this morning.
The
I want the same
Bashman.
music.
Hi, David!
so sure.
This lost about 2 seconds.
We've got to do 5 seconds or 10 seconds.
I've done the music.
I would like a close up of the feet movement on
Was it
that.
good? Was it good?
I would like to watch a replay.
Okay.
If we can get a replay of it. Rob,
I can see it.
Oh, I love the sauce
Come
coming
Japan,
up.
come with
please,
me.
Come on,
please,
Japan,
please,
man.
please be chilly because my throat has honestly been burned off.
Because you just know if it doesn't land on you, it'll land
Not
on
me.
you.
I'm not doing
You
it.
know you ain't getting it.
I get to elect someone.
Oh!
That was close.
Go again.
Please, please.
Chili!
Me,
Oh.
redeem for
Give it a good
me.
shake.
Wait, you got to spin as well. Wait, you got to spin.
First. No.
You got to spin.
This is for you, Matisse. Don't you worry. Let me just get that spoon.
No, not the spoon. No, not the
straight
spoon.
bottle?
I'm doing what you did, just a
bottle.
little.
Give it a good shake. Well done. Abbi.
Listen.
Get your finger on that.
Hey, get a mouthful. Finger high. This is cheating.
That's what
This
she
is
did.
cheating.
I literally got PTSD. He'll
No, he didn't even hit it. He didn't even hit it. Hey, camera, you saw that. He didn't got the finger.
This
Put
needs
that.
to
Hey,
go.
I wonder.
This needs to go to.
Yeah.
What's still on there as well?
Yes.
Get them close up.
Jeez, it's hot, man.
Get hot, Rob.
Boy, Matisse, yeah, a whole
How much
spoon.
did Matisse have a full spoon?
Like you did to Matisse.
Tablespoon, not teaspoon. Tablespoon.
I ain't lying, it's hot.
It's hot, isn't it?
Is it hot?
It's hot.
Hey, I hope they got the milk ready, boy.
Ooh.
I feel I've got to
I
have
have
a
got
water.
I've got the oat milk.
I've got to have water for
Is Abbi
sympathy.
spinning as well?
Right, Matisse.
Oh,
you
go
know
on,
what?
then.
No, I'm feeling bad now,
Oh,
though.
go on then.
Because it is hot. He had the whole.
He had a
He had
tablespoon.
a whole tablespoon of
It's
it.
not teaspoon. It's not.
And I'm a guy. I do pepper, but that's hot.
Woo! Come on in, Abbi. What you got? What you got?
And
for us?
just as a disclaimer, I'm not doing the chili if it lands on it.
I'm not doing the chili.
You can do it. Saved.
Yeah, hey, that's the fix.
That's fair.
Struggling.
Hot, isn't it?
That's a fix up.
He's done good straight.
Yeah, it's hot, man.
Is it bad?
Do you want some milk?
There's oat milk over there.
I've got the oat milk from earlier. Do you want the oat
No
milk?
milk, man.
Ah,
I just do the
you're
water.
not a milkman, are you?
Hey, you know what? I've got respect for Matisse now, you know. I've got respect for Matisse.
I
because-
genuinely think he could
How
have
did
killed
he hit
Matisse
that?
yesterday.
Hey,
I
Could've
really
killed
think
him.
you could have killed him. Honestly.
That was shocking, really.
It's so hot that with that one dab, like, especially like if you don't do spice, you're not very good at spice.
I do spice.
I don't do
I
that
do
much
spice,
spice.
and I eat, you know, and it's hot. Just that little thing.
It burns, like it proper burns.
Whoa.
So Matisse, my guy.
I feel sorry for that. I know he's still suffering today. That type of shit don't get out your stomach. Trust me.
Robbie's deep breathing.
Someone needs to go do a health check on him.
Honestly, need to make sure he's okay.
That's the thing he's talking about, isn't it?
Yes, Germany put out a statement saying it wasn't about a political statement. Human rights are non-negotiable. That should be taken for granted. So obviously that's in response back to what I said earlier about them covering their mouths. Kai Hughes has sent a super chat and said, "What are your thoughts on this armband? I personally think they should stick to football and respect the country's rules. What's your view on that?"
I think the armband thing, right? This is the difficulty. Listen, these issues need to be raised, 100%. But the difficulty of why I kind of look on it sometimes and think, I understand why they don't have these armbands, because then the Saudi Arabian guys, for instance, might say, all right, let me wear an armband for the Palestinians. Another person might say, all right, let me wear an armband against the Uyghur Muslims in China. Somebody might say, boy, I'm going to wear an armband for what happened the other day in America, where, you know, somebody went into a gay club and shot people. So then you know, the Iranians who, you know, we saw the other day, they didn't sing their national anthem, they'll wear an armband. So I think the reason why they they're against it is because they're trying to say, well, listen, if we allow one, everybody's going to want to wear it. It's a bit like what they said with the poppy thing, isn't it? They said if we, which I again, I'm not too sure. It's you know what? It's such a difficult situation because
people want to use their platforms.
Yeah.
And people want to kind of highlight issues. But then I think at the same time it kind of gets blurry when it's, I think the boarding or sanctions pick and choose kind of. So when Pogba and them are getting in trouble for having Palestine flags, but then people want to show kind of OneLove at Qatar where it's kind of, you know, religiously completely against kind of what they believe. So it's as you said, it's a difficult topic.
It's a difficult topic.
It's one of those things. This is where almost because football has become such a big sport, it kind of crosses over into politics sometimes because it's so big. It covers so many different religions and aspects and everything. So
and whatever your cause is, right, you're going to want to see, you know, you're going to be right behind that. So, you know, it's a really difficult situation, I feel, and that's why I feel that they say, right, we won't have any. So that way we're not going to like have a controversy when we refuse different things. But it's a tough situation because we do know that, you know, there are big human rights issues around this that do need to be highlighted. But I feel that it's a really horrible situation for the footballers to be in. The people who should be dealing with this are your FIFAs and people before they award
a country, you know, maybe there needs to be some things stipulated, but then on the other hand, you can look on it and say, well, how do we then get the competition around the world? Yeah. Because, you know, you're going to run into this. If you wanna bring the World Cup to a country that's very religious, you're going to run into problems.
And then it becomes a question of as well, who becomes the moral judge of what's right and what's wrong? Is it kind of only Western countries, or is it kind of in the Far East, or is it what Russia kind of thinks?
Well, I think if it's basic human rights.
Yeah, 100% in that aspect.
I think the thing is, you know,
you
know what I think, right, with this, right? It's a thing like this, right? And I always say this, if you've got a tournament and if you're saying, right, this tournament is about being inclusive, then you've got to think very carefully about where you're going to take these things.
100%.
I mean, if you're going to somewhere that's not inclusive, is that the right place to... You understand what I'm saying? So it's got to fall at the door of FIFA when they're making these decisions on where they're taking because it's their tournament. But what happens is it falls at the door of the players for the players to then, you know. And I think I feel sorry sometimes for the players in this.
Because they've got no choice but to, if they want to, well, they do have a choice, of course, they could not play for their country in that tournament.
Yeah.
But I do agree that it falls at FIFA, because I think if you want to have, you know, the World Cup is one of the most inclusive, all-encompassing competitions in the world. And if you should ideally have it in a country that allows human rights, to love who you want to love, and all of the above. So then it kind of puts everyone else in a position where, what do you do?
Yeah.
But hey-ho, it is there.
But then we do have competitions in other countries. So I've got other, you know what I mean?
Other things going on as well.
It's really, I mean, I said it yesterday, like the Olympics the other day the Winter Olympics was in China.
Yeah.
And they've not got a good human rights record.
I was going to say,
You know, so...
Last World Cup was in Russia.
Yeah,
last one was in Russia.
And that was also quite questionable at the time.
As we can see right now.
Next one's in the US.
Yep.
Next one's in the US, where, you know, people could argue that, you know, so it's... That's why, really and truly, the perfect scenario is keep politics out of sport.
Football. Yep.
But then, like you said, sport is so big, the whole world's watching that. So if you want to highlight something, it's a perfect place to highlight it, I guess.
Absolutely. Anyway, moving on. Thank you for the super chat, Kai. DR Sports is in the metaverse, and we have our own room in Habbo where you can chat all things football and chat to Robbie on VIP nights.
And everyone's allowed in.
Everyone is allowed. Join via the link in the description or at www.habbo.com.
DR Sports is entering the metaverse. Welcome to Habbo. Come play games and chat about the latest football drama. Meet up with friends, meet new people, and have a great time. I'll be there on special VIP days. click the link or go to the website at habbo.com.
Poor old body went against
Yeah,
him, didn't
it's
it?
back with you, you know.
Oh, it's back with me
Abby's
now.
gone to the toilet, so you've got to take over.
Oh, fantastic. I can't read.
I can't talk, that thing. Actually, it's good. It's calmed down now.
Well, go on then.
No, I'm true. All right, yeah.
I ain't got my glasses.
Right. Super chat. Kai Hughes says, I do understand human rights, but you could argue that a human right also is the right to have your religion respected. It's a very hard one. It is a very hard one. A lot of people commenting about the Habbo. That's true. It is a great thing. So make sure.
You're still struggling a bit, we can tell.
Join us on it. That death sauce thing, man. That is dangerous, man. I don't know how Matisse had the whole.
What would it take for you to do a tablespoon of it now?
Nah, you'd have to give me a couple grand at least to do that. That's hot, man. How did he do that? He did well, you know. I ain't joking, that's hot.
Ask him how he's feeling
one's
now. I
seen-
guarantee he'll tell you not well.
Will you do a tablespoon for the Carabao
I
Cup?
don't think he'd be in today. Do you think he'd be in? Have we got
normally here by
confirmation
now.
he's coming?
I can't wait to see him. I can't
Jeez.
wait.
Sultan
normally here by
says,
I think when he comes in, he should get a round of applause.
Yeah, for sure.
Sultan says, people are just stupid nowadays. You can't tell me a country that got the hate we got, even Russia, that they have the same kind of rules. So Robbie, tomorrow you'll be in Qatar. You will see for yourself. I will be in Qatar, and I said this yesterday, right? This is one thing that football can do as the players are coming back out onto the pitch. The one thing I've seen with this sport of football that's a great thing about it is that it brings people of different races, cultures, beliefs together under one umbrella, supporting their team, whether it be national team. And I've been to World Cups.
Tommy Ashley's on.
Tommy Ashley's coming on. I've been to World Cups, and it brings people together, and you start to learn about other people's cultures, and you start to learn about other people's religions, and as well as the football. And the hope is that when this finishes, this tournament, you know, it will have changed people's attitudes towards Qatar, and also people in Qatar will look on it and say, oh, we want more of these people coming in, but we realise that we've got to change a few things as well. And if that's the outcome of it, that for me is brilliant, you know. So let's see. But the guys have been over in Qatar and they've been saying it's been a great tournament so far, and everybody's been really enjoying it out there. So, but
some of their videos that they've been doing with the fans, it's been amazing just to see
it has been.
the range of fans they've got and the type of people. It's just been, it looks like such a good vibe out there.
Yeah, and if you just keep beating negative, that's not going to help either.
No.
You got to make your point and then say to people, right, how are you going to change now? You know, that's what I believe.
Yeah.
But anyway, Abby's back.
Hello.
Second half kicked off.
Second half has kicked off.
Second half has kicked off.
Was it just Tommy
And
Ashley?
Abby, big respect, because this morning I thought you was overdoing it with the pepper, but you weren't. It is hot. But the person I've got the most respect for is Matisse.
Yes.
How did you heat? I mean, it was too late anyway. You got it in your mouth.
Oh, I feel so
a
bad for
whole mouthful
Matisse.
of that. Hey,
I honestly, I
just
can't
thinking about
tell
it,
you
maybe
enough
joking.
how sad I am that Matisse did that. Because
I want you to. You the one I'm going to want to get.
Why
You,
me?
man.
I feel like that was a bit of redemption for Matisse and
I've got everything but.
Because I know you're a lemon and herb Nando's
Oh,
guy.
I am a lemon and herb. I don't like spice, I'll be honest.
He's not even a lemon and herb, he's like just plain.
No spice at all on your food.
No.
Ah, man, that's dry.
That
man.
will
How bland is that?
You'll have your eyes watering.
All right, I don't
That is
like,
hot.
Well, I'll go for a.
Who bought that thing? Who
I
actually
don't know.
bought that?
I don't know. Somebody said it comes Germany
Enemy of
again.
progress.
I had,
Yeah.
I went for
Yeah.
curry the other night and
Oh my God!
it was a little bit too spicy.
That's going.
What'd you have?
Chicken boona. And it was a bit too
Is
spicy.
it- I've never had a boona actually.
Very nice.
How can you have a curry without spice?
Eh?
A
Well,
curry is spice.
I wouldn't have a chicken kooma.
That'd be too hot. A chicken
No,
vindaloo?
no, that's mild, isn't it? Like, but what
Oi,
it had on the
lamb
menu,
man.
it had medium and hot. I've never known that before. You know, and
I just want to see a
must
couple
have got the
tap-ins.
hot one.
I'm tired.
Hit the post.
Anyway, back to the game. Germany looking like they've come out the blocks again.
Yeah,
as
now
the
we've
finish.
Tomiyasu's on.
Tomiyasu is on. That's exciting. Germany.
Yeah, very exciting for us
Germany are going to
Germans.
hope to try and double this lead, but I still think there's a goal in Japan. Do you think there is a
Playing
goal in
central
Japan?
defence.
I really do.
Risk and reward, man.
Turkish London is in the chat. He's saying to Devin in the chat, try out classic football shirts, vintage football shirts, and greatest kits. If you want to get some cool shirts for the
Oh
tournament.
yeah, I'll
There you go. Let's send a few in.
Yeah.
Shout out to Turkish,
Send
yep,
us a
and
link.
obviously send us a link to some as well, and send us a few in. Is this a new German side that we're looking at, Kane?
It's a weird transition because it is a new German side, but it's because of their age. A lot of the players are kind of the core is still the same. They've got the new players coming through. Kind of Makoko, I hope he comes on. Adeyemi, Schlotterbeck. So there is the young talent there, and they've kind of just embedded quite well into the system. You can kind of tell it doesn't look like anyone's out of place. So I think it is a new Germany, but it's not a complete switch. It's still got the German side
like a
to
back
it.
three, isn't it?
Yeah.
So you're playing like a winger.
After watching Germany, I know it's only one half. I wouldn't say that they're going to go deep into this competition, do you?
Where do you
I think they
reckon?
look decent, man.
Where do you reckon they could go in this
They're looking
competition
good.
then?
Best, I reckon, quarters.
Okay, quarters. I still think they look better. From what I've seen, they look better than when they played.
Oh, they're much
England
better than what they did in the Euros. I thought
yeah,
they were poor.
they
I'll
look
be
much
honest.
better than when they played in the Euros.
Mind you, in the Euros, they weren't in the easiest group, were they? They were also France, Portugal, Germany, and.
This isn't an easy
someone
group
else.
though either.
Yeah.
This isn't an easy group. I don't feel like.
I think
Was it,
potentially they
when
could
they got
be
England,
playing-
was it the last 16 or quarter-finals?
I think last 16 they got to. But I think they could potentially play Brazil in the
Yeah,
quarterfinals.
they would have a tough path. They'd have like Brazil, Argentina.
Yeah.
But it depends,
Brazil
because then
in
if
the
Argentina have lost, that might switch it up now. That might affect it. So
Listen, it's the World Cup. You've got to play
Yeah.
the best to be the best.
Yeah, so they're going to have either Brazil or Argentina in the
They could
quarter-finals.
have both. They could have both. They could play Brazil in the quarters, and if they beat them and Argentina do well, they could play them in the semis, and then England in the final.
Yeah, they
That's
could
Tommy
do.
Asu there, isn't it?
when you've got like
Playing
Kimmich
like
and Goretzka, I think
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Oh,
keep going.
Oh, you should have gone down. You should have gone
Drop,
down
man.
earlier, mate.
I think Germany's midfielder, they're going a bit more attacking than they probably could, because Kimmich, Goretzka, defensively they're both good. If you're against a really good team, you could just drop them back a little bit more. And they might not. I don't think they'll be super high scorers,
Yeah.
but defensively, if you kind of get a few 1-0s, you can kind of go all the way technically on that.
Yeah, you can do.
So it might not be the most exciting, but it
It's
could work.
possible. It's possible.
Come on, get your head on it,
In
Tommy
terms of
Asu.
who you got up front, you were just mentioning goals. Obviously, Kai Havertz, he did have the ball in the back, and it was offside. Do you think he's been a flop since he's been at Chelsea? This is a question for the floor, by the way.
Unequivocally, yes.
Came with a big old price tag.
I think even Chelsea fans
Yeah,
will tell
he's
you
come
that,
with a
because
big
he's
price
now
tag, yeah.
going into his third season, and essentially
He's scored
you
a
can say
winning
he's
goal in the
delivered
Champions League
arguably
final.
one of the biggest moments in
Yeah,
that
that's
Champions League
true.
final goal, but how long can you live off that? Because I'm sure they would prefer week in, week out performances. And for the price they paid, for the talent that he was, let's be honest. Oh my God!
Is this
Twice he's done that now.
Oh my God,
Let's see
Musiala!
Musiala, man, if he would have scored
Strictly
that.
come dancing.
Wow.
That would have been a beautiful goal.
Oh.
That reminded me of that
One,
Zlatan goal at Ajax.
That would have been filth.
Oh. Oh, that deserved to finish, man.
My God, man.
His feet.
Whiz
Oh.
kid.
Foden could never.
Even had his own player ducking out the way.
Oh, what a shame that wasn't a goal.
That deserved to finish.
Twice he's done that and then not hit the target.
But just going back to Havertz, yeah, I think it's hard not to say, because let's be honest, he was held up there with Haaland and Mbappe as one of the best young talents, along with Sancho as well. Let's not get to it.
Was it Leverkusen he was at
people
before?
can call Sancho a flop after
Yeah.
a year. I mean, Havertz, for me, he's had 2.5 years now at this point, and you still don't know his best position. You still don't know kind of what you're going to get week in, week out. Not for me.
But what do you guys think on Kai Havertz at
I've been
Chelsea?
disappointed with him, if I'll be honest. When he first, he was linked with Arsenal as well.
Yeah,
at
I
one stage, and
wanted
thought,
him.
oh yeah, we'll have him, because that's the sort of player you wanted. Someone in the hole, false nine, or a 10. He could play it really well. But since going to Chelsea, he's not really clicked, is it, for him, really?
Apart
I
from
know
that, he scored a goal to win the Champions
Yeah,
League final.
which
but
you
apart
can't
from
argue that, I suppose.
It's
but-
weird that after this long, you still don't know what his
Yeah,
position
don't take
is.
you don't-
Even like
you
for
don't-
Germany, you see him on team sheet, you go, oh, I'd rather have Timo Werner.
Yeah,
For
right.
Chelsea fans, a lot of them aren't saying that.
He don't take the game by the scruff of the neck for a £70 million player. You
Yeah.
expect him to do that, and he doesn't do it.
Like in this team, you automatically go, right, if there's a match winner, it will be Musiala, Müller, just someone playing deeper rather than him. There's no kind of confidence in the big moments.
I'm
What
liking
is, what is his best position?
Is it?
I don't think he's a striker.
Is it a false nine.
What was he at Leverkusen?
So at Leverkusen is a similar role he's playing here. I think they used to play him as a 10.
Yeah,
And
I think the 10 was where he
Attacking
really...
midfielder.
in his final season, though, I remember the first half of the season he played really poorly there, and then when they
Give
moved
it-
him further forward to like
What's
a false
that?
nine, that's when he got the 14.
It's a bit like Florian Wirtz now.
Yeah.
He's exactly the same thing.
100%. Florian Wirtz is a lot more technically better, I feel like.
Frustrating, aren't they? Get into the final third and they don't know what they're doing.
That's why I think in a few years he'll be the guy.
The build-up plays really good,
Build-up
yeah.
plays really good, and they're actually really good on the counter.
I think it was Tommy
Injured
Asu making a
goal,
great
so-
run.
And then the final ball and the final...
Just need something to kind of fall for them.
Yeah.
Maybe they should bring on Matoma, bring on Minamino,
Yeah.
do
How did he
something.
drink the whole spoon of that? Serious, I still feel it a bit.
Still going on about that chili?
What time is
I still
Matisse
feel
in?
it on my tongue.
I told
He's
you,
in for
it
the late
lasts for
game.
ages.
How did he? How did he?
Is he in for the Spain one?
Is he in
No wonder
straight
he's
after
in-
us?
He's in for Canada. I think it's the last one.
It's a no
It
wonder
might not
he
be. It might be next
threw
one.
up,
I don't know.
No,
Well,
next
when
one
he
is Spain,
comes
Costa
in,
Rica,
he
and
deserves
then
a full
Belgium, Canada.
apology and round of applause. Because if he's lived to tell the
Ain't saying
tale.
nothing.
Hey, what if he gets it again though on the spin
I want
today?
Fuad to get
No,
that
no, no,
thing
no,
as well.
no. He's definitely not
Yeah,
getting
take
chili
you
again.
slagging up the
Because
arse.
I see you, yeah, no, come on, all of it. all that.
Because you tried to do that.
Don't worry, man.
When you were standing there, I saw it on your finger still.
Yeah, it was still red. I saw that.
And the fact that the first time you didn't react,
Try
you
and
did
do
have it.
That's offside. That's offside.
There's no chance that Matisse should have to do any more chili challenges.
Why?
Yeah.
Why?
Why?
Hey, the rules are the
'Cause he
rules.
literally-
Rules are
as the
rules.
game said,
Rules
man.
are rules.
Rules
Matisse,
are
I'm
rules. It's
fully
on
on
there
your
for a
side.
reason.
I'm never doing that again, so you better buy some other chilies, because that's not happening again.
Hey, Japan with this offside trap, they're
You
awful.
wouldn't like, yeah, the chili yesterday, you handled that quite
Yeah,
well.
that chili was fine. They were they've been off. They've been out in the thing for the last month.
Maybe they should get some more chilies then.
Some
We had
different
those at the
chilies.
start of the
Do the
season.
opposite.
In August, those were in there.
Typical,
No wonder it was
They're probably in there for the Euros, to be fair.
typical DR that is.
Typical.
You know, out
Typical.
of
You
date.
need some more milk.
Oh,
Good
yes.
keeping.
Oh,
no,
weren't
he's
good
in trouble.
keeping. Good. Pick the ball up.
Oh,
Poor
okay.
keeping. Why didn't you gather it in?
Oh, because it was
I'm
offside.
getting that off. Super chat here. It's again being rude about Spurs. Do I read it? Do I not read it?
Yeah, well, come on. Do you want me to read it?
Not really. I'll read it. I'll read it as if it is to Fuad. Just
He's
What's on site? What's on
hi,
site?
Fuad, instead of me. As a Spurs fan, are you enjoying England and Germany playing? As it's the only time you can see a team in white playing good football.
So Madrid don't play football?
It's a bit harsh, isn't it?
You know,
Spurs sometimes playing blue.
uneducated football fans. Thanks for the super chat though.
Thank you for the super chat. Turkish London in the super chats.
Oh,
Is that how we bring up Turkey?
Turkish getting involved in it. Don't worry, you can hold your lunch. I'm not reading it. Don't want your lunch.
I want
bother.
Turkish to do that challenge as well. That pepper.
Yeah,
spray.
Turkish. Why don't you
Yeah.
come in here and do that?
When's he
I
got?
want him
He's on a stream soon, isn't he?
Yeah.
Has he put? What's he put up?
I'm not
there?
reading it out.
Oh,
Give him
was
the
it-
whole spoon.
Not giving him the time.
Was it a super chat?
It was a super chat. I'm not reading it out.
Well,
You know, not spending money without getting his
It's about Tottenham.
Yep. Turkish. Being Turkish.
Turkish being Turkish. Ring me Turkish and I'll read it out.
Turkish. Ring me, Turkish. How good do we think Musiala can actually become? Because we've obviously seen glimpses of him in this game anyway, but we
Right,
know
okay.
how amazing he's been since he
he-
kind of burst on the scene.
He'll get up to
Quality,
Saka
man.
standard, what do you reckon?
He's top quality.
Who can you who do you reckon we can compare him to?
Kulusevski standard?
He's better than Kulusevski.
Yeah.
Because Kulusevski's better than Saka, isn't it?
Huh? Oh yeah.
I don't
Did I
understand.
stutter?
They don't.
I
Know.
didn't stutter in the slightest.
You saw the first game, right?
Huh?
You saw the first
I saw
game
the
of the
first
World
game.
Cup, yeah?
Yeah, lucky Sweden ain't here.
Oh, I wonder why they're not here. Did he not help them to get there?
He was doing his best. He was the only one
His
carrying.
best weren't
Yeah.
good enough.
Where
yeah?
was Zlatan?
Yeah?
Where was
His best
Zlatan?
weren't good enough. Oh, you're trying to rely on Zlatan. Look how old the guy is. Give the man a time off now, man.
How old is this Musiala?
Musiala's at 19 as well,
Musiala.
isn't
So he's 19, so...
What's that? Swinging a good ball.
To be one of Bayern Munich's key players at 19,
Yeah,
you've got to be good.
Kulusevski was what?
The fact that Thomas Muller can go out and he'll just slot right in. If you're Thomas Muller level at 19.
Saka.
He will comfortably. I think Musiala will comfortably be regularly involved in Ballon d'Or races in 5 or 6 years' time. So not if even
Saka's
less
first goal the other night.
So he's 19, you know, like
second one even.
Both goals.
The volley.
Good player.
Bad boy
19,
player. Yeah.
Listen, I can compliment him when he's in that shirt.
Who, Saka? Yeah, me too.
He looks strong.
He's a proper little star boy.
That's what we've done.
That's what I was
saying to you, Tottenham fans.
He ran into someone and injured a player. I said, how does that work?
I'm always saying when we have them discussions, that guy's strong, man. Strong. He's not just quick and skillful. He's strong and direct.
He's a great. He's a really good player, Saka. I think he's a proper little star boy.
Yeah.
I have no problem supporting him in the World Cup. I like him even when he plays, for Arsenal. I would never be biased against a player if someone is a good player.
You ever notice him and Harry Kane seem to have a good relationship?
Yeah, it's nice.
They're always in pictures together.
Mate, there was one funny advert they did together.
Oh,
and I was like,
yeah.
I don't know about this one. I was like, this is very new generation.
What was that for the other day? I saw that.
They're on a sofa with someone in the middle between them.
Yeah.
Was it like for Virgin Media or something
like that? Yeah, or some media company.
Some media company. It was weird, and it was a bit weird. But just
what are you doing with me? Why are you sat next to that?
But anyone who sleeps on Kulusevski, you'll be very, very sorry.
Your words,
very
sorry. Are you comparing Kulusevski to Musiala?
No.
Oh.
No.
Lee brought up Kulusevski
was just trying
for
to
no reason.
You were trying to get involved in it, like.
Honestly, I haven't really seen too much. I don't know where he is. He's a good player, yeah.
You see him in the Champions League, he does this.
Is he as good as
No, he doesn't. No, this Musiala does this every week. He's like Saka, where it's not. It's not just.
I think he's Bayern Munich's top scorer this season.
Hit the post. I've been very impressed with him, to be honest. I've been very impressed with Kulusevski when he's played for Tottenham.
No, he's a good player, Kulusevski. He is.
So I've been impressed with
his quality.
Thanks.
And he's got the best song ever.
What's his song?
What's his song?
Do you want to sing it?
Oh, go on.
Go on then.
No, you sing.
No, you sing it.
No,
you
can't be that good.
No, you sing it.
If you both don't want to sing it.
Sing it, what is it?
Better than Saka and Smith Rowe?
Yeah.
Oh, leave it.
I'll find it.
Listen,
actually, it sounds better when it comes from.
Listen, you lot stole our Basuma song. Basuma. Listen, ask Brighton fans.
It's a good song.
Who that song's belonged to.
What? Get out.
Yeah. I want to find that original video.
There's only one song from
Oh, he ain't playing. Come on, switch it wide. Come on, here's a chance.
Was that their first shot?
Man, what's wrong with these
Aside
man?
from the one
Arsenal come up with good songs, you know what I mean? Like Saka and Smith Rowe, Zinchenko.
To be fair, I feel like every week there's new songs coming out.
Zinchenko, always believing.
I quite like the Bentancur one as well. He's the reason. I quite like that.
Right, what's this song?
I'm getting it for you. Why
can't you not sing it?
It sounds better with the.
You don't think you're going to sound ridiculous by saying it?
No.
It sounds better when it's.
It sounds better with the tune. Yeah.
What is it?
And also, it's from one of my favourite bands of all time. So.
Oh, Abbi.
Yeah. Hold on.
Come on, we're excited. I'll put by your mic.
Without them over the top.
Ginger from Sweden. One sec.
Very good.
It's a good song.
Yeah, I'll give you that. It's very good.
See, it just doesn't do. It's so not crap. It's so good.
Rubbish.
No, it's not.
That is rubbish.
If you ever heard it on a Champions League night, you might like it. But you'd have to be in the Champions League to hear it.
Oh!
Saka doesn't know what that sounds like, does he?
That is. Anyway, moving on.
One of most of Tottenham's generation.
Yeah. You weren't singing that in Marseille, were you? I mean, when you nearly come up by the skin of your teeth. You won't be in the Champions League long.
Got to be in it though at some point.
Got to be in it to win it.
We'll still be in a European thing, and you'll be out.
Good.
Good.
That way you'll lose your title
fine.
race.
Yeah.
Don't worry about the title race.
Keep going right to the end. That's fine.
Don't worry about the title race.
That
man.
is fine.
That song's crap, man.
Just let them glow and all that like that, man.
Yeah, cool. It was it. Gimme.
Enjoy,
It's not a real
enjoy your Thursday nights. Well, you'd know a lot more about it than us.
not a
you
real-
know
it's a
what I mean?
chant.
Based.
Yeah,
on a real
based.
song,
They've been doing them. They've been doing those for about 20 years.
Yeah.
Before today, Mitoma had scored 5 goals in his 9 appearances for Japan, with 3 of those goals coming as a substitute.
He's the one who just blazed it over the bar.
And you
He
see
was
what
right.
he's like coming off the bench for Brighton.
That's
as
the
well.
problem with some of these teams. They ain't got that. They ain't got that killer, have they, up front? Their build-up playing that's good, and then when they get that final third, where
Tunisia was like that yesterday. The build-up play was
Morocco
good.
were like that this morning as well,
Like gets
and
to the front.
Croatia.
Yeah, gets to the front man, and it's just
Japan will look at it and think like 1-0 defeat ain't the end of the world.
It's still a defeat, mate. Don't matter whether it's 1-0 or whatever.
Yeah, you know.
The thing is, if Japan lose this, you've then got to go and do Spain.
They're
It's
not there to
tough.
win it, are
This
they?
is a hard group.
They're only there to make the numbers up.
Where do you think they're going to finish then in this group? Because obviously they've got
Hit me in the
Costa
face from
Rica
about
and
a yard
Spain.
out.
Well,
We haven't seen Spain and Costa Rica yet play, but
on paper you're going to say Germany and Spain, aren't you? Are gonna
Spain are a good side, man. They could win this.
So
The only thing with Spain again is they ain't got that striker. That's where England. I mean, you've got with having Kane in there,
do you know what they have?
right?
Ansu Fati.
Yeah. They got great technical.
Rudiger is the funniest.
Rudiger's jokes, man. Rudiger's jokes, man. Seriously. Rudiger, man. He's taking
Look
the piss.
at this guy.
he's laughing as he done it.
He's jokes. Seriously.
mad.
He's almost like you say, "Boy, I'm so quicker than you, man. I'll take the piss." He's fast, isn't he?
Madness.
Play it there. Why don't you play it inside?
I want them to get a goal.
Oh my
man,
God.
come on.
I'd love
How many
someone
offsides have they had
about
now?
pacing
Because
down
every
the
single attack.
Huh?
I'd love him, someone about pacing
Can't be as
and
many
stuff.
as Argentina
do the
had
same
yesterday.
celebration.
Ended up at 7.
At least they got it in the back of the net and then
That
got it
was mad.
offside.
Yeah, that was mental.
Here comes
Goretzka's coming on now. It's a lockdown in the midfield. He's a wicked player, Goretzka.
Gnabry's been quiet, don't you think?
He has been very quiet.
Mate, he rattled the post first minute of the second
Yeah.
half.
Yeah,
Aside
true.
from that, not much.
Yeah, nothing else.
Havertz has been quiet.
I think with Musiala, there's a lot to play, especially with like their little triangle. A lot of it will go through the middle.
Yeah.
Who's coming off then, do you reckon?
Havertz.
I reckon Havertz possibly. Or Muller. Muller's been quiet as well.
Muller's been quiet.
Muller's
yeah,
not fully
yeah,
fit
yeah.
either, so he's probably not going to do
Muller's been
90.
playing.
Yeah, I didn't even know.
I'm surprised he even started.
Yeah, same.
Were you?
Well, only because of his. Normally you
Oh,
would start him,
nice.
but because he's of his injury, he's not
Come
fully
on,
fit.
They're sort of taking the game to Germany a bit more now. So you've got that. There's a final. Right, you've got a bit of space there. Go
Go on,
on.
Tommy.
Go on, play.
Go on, Tommy.
Oh,
What a ball
That's a
from
good ball.
Tommy.
Come on.
What a ball from Tommy that was. Just showing his class.
playing on the left then.
Tommy, yes.
What's the song for Tommy Asu?
Tommy, yes.
God, take you a while to think of that.
We had to sing it though. Tommy,
Ain't that
yes.
thing? Ain't that, he used to play for Arsenal.
I was thinking
Yeah.
Asano. Well, I
Yeah.
recognise the name, but I don't know what team he used to play for.
No, us, isn't he?
Takumi Asano?
Yeah.
He's been in the.
Oh, that was going in.
I thought that was an own goal.
Wow.
Yeah, it is him. Damn.
Yeah.
It's him.
Remember him? He used to have
Zero
that-
appearances.
Remember he had that celebration where he went like this?
Weren't that Bafatimbe
that was
Gomis?
Yeah.
No, yeah, that was
that was
Gomez.
Spider-Man.
Do
Yeah,
that.
but Asano had one like that as well. Where he like that.
That was funny,
He
man.
he was at Stuttgart before, isn't he? He plays in. I think he's still playing in Germany.
What would your celebration be if you were a footballer? I want a demonstration from all of you, by the way.
What would yours be? Yours is going to be the. Like how you
Yeah,
sit
I'd
in
be
the
like Buddha, like a nice.
My celebration.
I can't lie to you, I think I would just try and perfect the knee slide. The knee
Just the
slide.
knee slide?
It's just a classic. You can't go
You
wrong.
want like a Robbie Keane, like backflip.
No, I mean like a Thierry Henry,
Always
Didier
used to run
Drogba.
Oh, like a proper like.
20 yards.
What would
Strike a
yours?
pose afterwards.
What would yours be, Kane?
I quite like what Garnacho does, where he's just taking all the best ones and just
just
doing them. He's just copying everyone.
Just copying
but I kind of
everyone.
rate that he's doing it, and he just doesn't care. Like at that age, he'd just be like, yeah, fuck it. I'm good enough to do Ronaldo celebration. I'll do Messi celebration.
I
like that.
I do really like the
Ward
Ronaldo
Prowse's
one.
with the dots.
With the dart, yeah, quite like that, Lee.
I like the goal from
When I played, I used to run to the corner flag and just jump up and give it large.
Just that.
Yeah, it weren't spectacular, but it was original.
Do you know what was a good one? I quite like Son's one. With the, how'd you do it? I can't do it.
No, that's
I quite like that.
I can't lie to you.
I used to remember Deli Alli's with the
Something with the hand. I remember.
I used to be able to
that was
one of the best celebrations.
Dele Alli, wasn't it?
That was it.
Go on!
One of the best celebrations ever.
Oh, Jimmy Bullard, classic.
Jimmy Bullard, classic
Classic
celebration.
Jimmy Bullard.
That would not be. Surely nothing's better than that one.
My
right?
best one ever.
Iconic.
Was against Spurs when Ian Wright scored against Spurs. It was 1-0 down at the time when he scored, and he just posed, and then he got the fan. And he got the fan to come on, and I wish I was that fan that come
There's
on.
two.
I used to do one called the Bogle dance.
Two celebrations, I think.
Yeah.
I think Adebayor versus Man City is the most passionate celebration
That was
I've ever
brilliant.
seen. But then second one, oh my God.
Come on, Japan.
Charlie
man.
Nicholas, remember when Charlie Nicholas used to score? He used to put his arm up like that and go like that and to the
Yeah.
shelf. Oh,
You lot will actually remember this
Jürgen,
one.
what about Jürgen
The-
Klinsmann slide?
The slide, the dive, yeah.
Yeah, that dive against
Nice.
Sheffield
Yeah,
Shield.
that
Remember
was a
this
classic.
one though? Do you remember
That was fun.
Arsenal versus Wigan? 30-yard free kick. And
Thierry
then
Henry, yeah.
Thierry Henry hits it, looks at the referee and goes,
Is that enough?
is it enough?
Yeah.
Is it enough?
Yeah.
I said, yo,
And
that's the
his
coldest.
knees slide in front of the Tottenham fans.
Ian,
Right, in a
yeah.
very
I
just,
can't lie, Henry had some cold celebrations.
he was wicked, man.
Ian Wright and Neil Ruddock's one when they reenacted the ref being pushed over.
Oh, yeah.
Good ones.
Do you know what one I did like? I can't remember if it was Koscielny or not. You know when you lost to Birmingham in the Carabao?
Yeah.
And Martin
Was that
scored.
game, man? That was horrible.
Can't remember if it was Martin's or who it was, but someone pushed. I think it was
Tapped his
Koscielny.
head like
Tapped his
that,
head. Best part of the celebration. Fucking-
Oh, yeah, they slapped his head as
Was it Martin's that did that, or someone else on the way to celebrate?
Yeah.
Whoever that was.
I would
up
have slapped
to
his head
you.
as well. I was vexed that game, man. I'll never forget that, man.
I remember watching that at work.
I remember being at that game. Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, he's on! It's in! Oh,
good
what a
save.
save!
good save. Is he still onside? Why they stop it? What's this
Keeper's
kick?
like,
Catch the ball.
Catch.
Catch the
going
ball,
on?
man.
He couldn't catch a cold, Robbie.
Can get you cold. That was very Australian. You went there.
Oh, save! Save! He can save shots, son.
Shot
Great
stopper.
shot stopper.
That is a
about
tremendous.
it.
What a tremendous bit of football that was, though.
Love
all round.
that.
It's like they're not clearing the ball, though, isn't it? Before that.
Yeah.
He's onside. He was onside. That's a lovely bit of play.
Timing alone.
Loads of you
Was.
sending through your favourite
Celebrations.
celebrations. Just have a read through some of these.
I mean,
The Gaza one in
Balotelli,
Euro
why always me?
96 was good, wasn't it?
Is
Yeah,
always
yeah.
Oh, the Balotelli one was
Balotelli.
me.
Water.
Oh, yeah.
Stephen says, shout out to Lee for his one-liners. You crack me up.
Thank you.
Actually, Balotelli, yeah.
Balotelli.
Balotelli.
That was a
up
good
there.
one.
Joe Abdi says, respect to Lee. Lots of people respecting you. Benjani. Was that who's that?
That was the.
Yeah.
Yes.
Ah, that was a wicked celebration. We used to say,
Yeah,
Yeah.
That was a period in the Prem era.
Yeah,
man.
we used to go, you.
Yeah. All
That was
of
brilliant
you.
because like you're involving everyone.
Everyone.
I like you said, Batafemi Gomez when I used to go. When
Suarez.
he just crawl along the ground.
Suarez with the dive celebration. Alan Shearer, hand in the air, people are saying.
Oh, yeah, he's Shearer
Suarez
just as well,
celebration in front of Moyes.
Like that.
I remember that one against Moyes. Was that for?
Oh, the diving one.
Yeah, he was at
diving one.
Liverpool, wasn't he? Like Liverpool Everton, wasn't it?
Quality.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He dived right in front of him. Yeah. Moyes done well to take that.
Lots of them, honestly. Lots of people saying that Adebayor won.
The Adebayor one for me.
Jamie
is just-
Vardy corner flag. Ronaldo calm down to Barca, so iconic.
That is. Even Ronaldo when he.
The Messi one
Luke
where he held up
Ayling
the
getting
shirt.
the hair out and playing the air guitar. That was against United, wasn't it?
I can't even remember that.
I remember that.
Do you remember the one
I think
when
it was the start of the season?
Craig Bellamy got
Last year, and then
Do you remember when Craig Bellamy got accused of hitting someone with a golf club?
the golf club.
John Arisa.
Do you remember that? Like, yeah. He come out with a goal.
The Messi one, when Messi who held up the shirt.
Kareem said Bergwijn's one hand. Bergwijn's one hand.
Ronaldo did it as well, actually. And Ronaldo did it against Barca.
Rooney pretending to get knocked out after the video.
Yeah.
Eto'o old man celebration. Podolski fist. Aubameyang Black Panther mask. That was a bit, that was a bit ridiculous.
Yeah, Aubameyang's on kind of cringe to be fair.
Yeah. Fowler sniffing the line. I don't remember that.
Oh,
Yeah. Come on, Japan!
He missed it!
Wow.
What a save!
Wow.
That's what happens when you don't take your chances.
Oh my God, man.
How
have you not scored that?
Great
you know
save.
he's not going to sleep tonight. You know he's not sleeping tonight. That is going to haunt him. Big chance.
Hey.
Come on.
That's a great save.
Come on.
Didn't even get it on target.
Do you know what? I blame his own teammate.
He got
His own teammate got in the way of him.
Got in the way of him, didn't he?
Look. Get out my way.
Madness.
Even so, man, come on, you got to get that on target.
Yeah, you still. Try to put too much on it, I think.
Japan have responded well, you know. They've responded well, man. They deserve a goal.
They've changed it to a back three. And
look at the way they're pressing. They've been brave.
They've got to go for it now. Last 20 minutes, they've got to just go for it.
Yeah.
That comes all year.
He's playing on the left. You see that?
He can play anywhere.
Can play anywhere, man. That guy, man.
So
you lot were supposed to have him before us.
Who, Tomiyasu?
Yeah.
Mate,
he can play left,
one of
right,
the biggest
or
mistakes that summer.
He can play about 4 different positions. He can play all positions across the
2 positions. Yeah, I didn't even know the left back one till this season. He locked up Salah, but I always thought signing Emerson and paying double the price was always like a.
You know why? Because we do the same thing every time. We see a player from Barca or Madrid who they don't want, and we go, "Oh, we'll have them."
Yeah.
Well, think about it logically. If they're selling a player, don't buy them.
Only time it worked,
unless they're fully proven.
That wasn't even just Barcelona selling; they were desperate.
But fully proven, like coming towards the end of his career.
Absolutely.
Not on,
Who's that?
Royale, man. Royale.
Like you said, Barca tax. Is that
do you know? I just
how much you pay for it?
I remember we was at Wolves the other day. That's what the guy said.
And they paid 16 million for Tomiyasu.
We were looking at Tomiyasu and we went for Royale.
Do you know what it is? Because they tried to ask us for 18, I think it was, and we felt like,
come on, Japan.
You're not going to have us.
Yes! Get in there! Yes!
Hey!
They deserve that. We'll come back in the game.
Hey!
Wow, we got a game on our hands.
Yes!
About time today we had a game on our hands.
Yeah, man. They deserve that, man.
It's Mukoko time.
They've been brave. They've been coming at Germany, man.
Get Gotze on, man.
Wicked.
Good for them.
The keeper's kept him in it, but the last kind of 5-10 minutes, you could kind of tell that something was coming.
But Germany, it feels like Germany have had so many chances and just not taken it.
Yeah,
and you don't take them chances, this is what happens to you.
Yeah.
Especially
this was a good move as well. Cut in there, lovely pass. Good save, but boom.
I'll say what, it's a good save. He hit that well, didn't he?
They deserve it, Japan, man. They've been playing, they really come back in it. Only thing is he pushed it back into, but it's a difficult one and it's hard to push it away.
All their chances are coming down the left side, and where Germany don't have a proper right back, I think the teams have just got to try and expose that.
Love that. What a celebration.
I love that. It's great.
I love that. That's so great to see. There was a celebration we forgot about. Peter Crouch's robot dance.
Oh, yes.
Iconic.
Do you know there's one we forgot about, actually? Eric Cantona's collars.
Yes, Eric Cantona.
Iconic. That was poetic.
Which was like, that was
poetic.
Cantona with the collars up as well.
Wavy.
Yeah, bad boy.
Tina Tender says, remember Lacazette, perfect knee slide. Haristos says, Minamino game-changing with the cross. No surprise, Japan goal soon after Minamino comes on. So lots of people are now big up in Japan.
2-1.
I had a 2-1 as well. A few of us had a 2-1
Japan. Come on.
I had 2-1 Germany. Come on.
Gary wants to know who has Japan in the sweepstake. It is Robbie who has Japan in the sweepstake.
Come on, Japan.
Daniel Sturridge celebration.
Oh, yeah.
Sturridge dance.
Oh, that was class, actually.
Yeah, he used to do his little...
That was
yeah. Oh, go on.
Dybala's finger dab was nice for a bit before it got boring. People are loving this. Drogba guitar, Balotelli celebration.
I remember that Balotelli.
Brazil's baby celebration at 94 World Cup.
Pogba's dab.
Pogba's dab. Jesse, what did Jesse that one? Jesse Lingard did.
Jesse's one was this
Jesse
one.
Lingard's that.
Lingard used to do little...
Oh, the moonwalk.
The little, the dance.
Was it the moonwalk?
There's a
Moonwalk at the Emirates, dance floor at the Emirates.
Yeah, he ain't dancing recently, though. He didn't dance when he come with Forest the other day.
Trying to think of some other ones.
Oh, I like that.
I'm sure there's a couple with
In products.
Oh.
There's probably loads we can't even think of.
Japan are playing all right.
Roger Miller, 94 World Cup.
There was a shout for Roger Miller in there.
Ran a cornflake, you've very good one. Yeah.
Tim Cahill.
Yeah.
Tim Cahill, I used to love that.
Yeah, that was a brilliant
corner flag. I loved it. There's loads.
Fulkrug. Nah, man, that should have been more cocker.
Gerard kissing the
Musiala's coming
camera.
off.
Gerard camera at Old
Liverpool-
Trafford.
Adults coming off. What, they played for a draw?
Gerard kissing
The
the camera.
Havertz one coming off a rate. The guy coming on is like a
little
proper
too
striker
sloppy
now.
I quite rated that one. But
I didn't even know he was still...
Hart.
The guys are still in the
Bale
German
at the
squad.
Hart.
He
Yeah,
played,
one with
he's
Robbie
back in
Fowler,
it
he
for the
got
first time.
banned
I
for
think
that,
it's
didn't
like
he?
5 years he was out.
Didn't he?
Then
Wow.
Frankfurt, he's
He
just
got
been
3
doing
game
so
ban
well.
for that. Do you remember? Robbie Fowler for doing that celebration.
Funny though.
Yeah, because he was... People used to say he was a coker.
Yeah.
So
Well, Everton
he
fans
scored a
did.
goal and... Yeah.
They went along the
He
line.
went
didn't
along the line, yeah.
3 game ban.
Funny.
I didn't know Goethe was still playing for Germany, man.
Do you know that cost that celebration cost Graham like thousands of pounds?
Which one?
Who?
Our Graham. Tactical Graham.
Oh, was it? Well, he had a bet on.
No, he had he was winning the Sun fantasy football, right? He had Robbie Fowler as the top scorer.
Yeah.
He's got as his goal scorer, and of course he got banned for 3 games and it knocked him off the top.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's a true story. That.
Funny though, because it was iconic.
Yeah, but not for
Not
Graham.
for him.
Not for Graham. Sorry, Graham.
Graham lost his
still
mortgage and
bitter.
everything. but funny, Abbi, yeah. Like,
Yeah, funny, like ha ha.
Yeah.
4 of Japan's 21 World Cup goals have come from substitutes, with 2 of those sub goals coming in their last 4 strikes in the competition.
Come on.
Begs the
hold on to
question
this.
then, why don't you just start them in the first place?
Need that impact.
All right, we're into the last 10 minutes before extra time.
That goalkeeper's a little...
What do we think is going to happen? Kane.
I can see a German second still. I think I can see a Japan second, really. But I think now they've brought on a proper striker.
I think
kind of-
it's a winning arm.
You just got to play it up there, put a bit of pressure on.
I think that goalkeeper is the weak link for the Japan side, even though he's made some money.
Because he's wearing number 12, I wonder if he's not the first choice.
Maybe.
I don't know what their team's like.
This is where I feel like the warrior spirit will come out with Japan. They'll hold on to this 1-1.
Yeah, I'm not sure, yeah.
They played well in the
That's our
second half.
prediction.
Been brilliant
well.
in the second half.
Yeah.
Don't like to say it, since Tommy Asu's come on, they've been different.
Oh, shit!
If that weren't Neuer, innit? That player's right, he's thinking Neuer's coming at me.
Neuer's become a lot more relaxed than he used to be. Do you remember when he used to be on the halfway line?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
giving
Like
it.
just saying, hey, give me a touch, I'm bored.
22 shots and all 22 have been outside the box.
Absolutely mad.
See, Rob, they've
Absolutely
been convincing,
mad.
have
Yeah, but
The Germans
to be fair,
don't, In bits, I think the first half they played well, but in this second half, I think the Japanese have played really well.
I think they've just assumed that their quality will kind of just get them
they? Yeah,
through.
get them
but
through, like, yeah, just took
Japanese seem to have a bit more energy, innit? They're finishing the game, even though they've got a corner now, and thing, but the Japanese is like are finishing the game stronger,
Yeah.
seem fitter.
It's the sushi tax.
Told you, man, the food they eat, man. Proper healthy food.
That bright verse ain't working.
No sausages, bro.
Oh, I'd like
Strictly
to
some
know
like
what the average age
fish.
of the German side is now, because it's quite a bit of a mixture, isn't it?
Yeah, I think Neuer and Muller are kind
It'll
of
be around
only-
26-ish.
Yeah, so it's not
Yeah.
too
But all the core players are all 26, 27.
Yeah.
Other than Neuer, Müller.
Neuer, Muller, Rudiger's maybe what?
Rudiger's 29.
30,
How old is Müller now?
Muller's 33.
32,
Right,
Yeah. He seems a lot older because he's been around for so
Such
long
a
at
long
that
time.
level.
Same with Kimmich.
So he's
I
one where
thought Kimmich was older as well.
Yeah, Kimmich is only 26, 27. But Muller's probably...
Oh, we left him.
It's probably be his last World Cup as a proper. He might get in the next squad, so just like be there on the bench. But this is his last one, probably making an impact.
Sloppy.
Is it Sane not in too?
Injured.
He's injured.
He's there.
Ash said, how good is Mitoma?
Very good, in all honesty. I'm surprised that. I'll be surprised if he doesn't get a bigger move within the next 18 months or so, to be fair. I think every time I've seen him...
Especially the way Brighton make him to sell him on.
Yeah.
They won't try and keep him.
He's just a spark plug, in my opinion. Every time I see him playing, he just instant impact.
Would you take him at Tottenham?
All day. He's exactly the kind of player I think we need, that kind of little bit of X factor.
Oh, great touch.
Play out wide.
Great touch.
You're in.
Let's go!
Wow.
Yes! Yes!
Wow.
Did it!
What's a finish?
Hey! Stay over there, bro.
What's
You
a
get the edge
finish?
off the flag,
What
bro.
a finish!
Oh, what a goal! Yes!
Asano with the
Shot
goal.
number 2 on, man.
Arsenal helping you out there.
Oh yeah, I said 3-1. It's coming.
Wild. Love
See,
that.
look, you see, I told you got that
Yeah,
little
got that little celebration. Wow.
fancy flick.
Shock one. We did say don't sleep on Japan.
I told you, man, they've got more energy.
And also with the substitutions.
They brought in the
they've got on,
substitutions
it's
have been
completely
fantastic.
changed
All
the
three,
game.
all the substitutions he's brought
Asano.
on.
Maybe that was their game plan.
Yeah.
Wait until Germany tire a little bit and hit
We never got a
hit 'em with
chance
the
at
pace and
Arsenal, this
energy.
guy.
Let's have another look at
I hope
that
he's
goal.
on the side.
Kane, you're very quiet right now, huh?
Ah, yeah, I think he's just...
Dear.
Please be on
It's the right back
side.
playing him on. If whoever playing right back can't play
He's
right
on.
back.
Oh my God.
Time.
Don't tell me that's Nicholas
What a-
Sule.
Yeah, it's Sule.
It's
It's
a
Sule.
goal,
my
but
God.
it's going to be closest.
Look at this touch.
That is fantastic.
And he was pulling it.
That's
That finished a bit like Saka's one, against Leeds.
a great finish.
Brilliant finish, man. That's against Neuer as well.
Oh, please. Yeah, it's a
goal.
Oh,
goal.
yes.
It's a goal.
Sule's been responsible for both now, I think.
Oh,
Kane, what's your thoughts?
I mean, we've been exposed by the right back, which is the point where everyone knew right back, isn't it? I feel like I mean, their keeper's been good where it could have been 3 or 4 before Japan responded. The keeper's kept him in, but then I think the second half, they've needed a bit more.
keepers!
Hey, listen, don't rule Germany out as well.
No.
There's still time in this.
There's definitely
There's
still
another
time.
goal in this
And
game.
keeper, he's got to
Have
come.
you seen at the end of every game now as well, they're proper counting the minutes.
Yeah.
They're adding like 9,
Everything.
10 minutes. I'm like, what the fuck's going on?
No,
Yeah.
but not in this one. There's not been no injuries in the second half.
Substitutions,
Yeah.
I think.
4
Celebrations.
or 5 minutes, that's it.
There's another goal in
5
this.
minutes tops.
Do you reckon? Who's it
Yeah.
for?
I don't know,
Japan
Germany,
on
I
the
think
counter.
Germany get a chance.
Make
They
your
get
bet.
a chance.
Place your bets now.
Oh, that ball.
Oh, go on then.
That's it.
I reckon
Really.
Germany have a chance. Whether they take it or not is a...
Ever since Tomiyasu came on, the
He's
game's
been brilliant.
changed, hasn't
Not bad, is it?
How are you linking the whole result to
changed.
a
Tomiyasu.
defender? Get out of here, man.
it? Game changed.
That's what that Germany
Why are they
FC
check-
is wild.
Are they checking something?
Hopefully not. Oh, I'm so buzzing for Japan.
Yeah, Germany's XG of 3. That kind of, it's like, it wasn't a stinker
should have
performance.
bet.
Like Argentina, it's like, you're probably
going on?
worrying.
Yeah.
Based on this performance, you're like, yeah, it's a shit result, but you're not
Hey,
You're not
come
too
on.
worried.
They're not going to give a handball for that, surely.
No, well, the
No
difference
way.
was the XG, yesterday for Saudi was 0.14.
Oh, come
Definitely.
on.
He can go to Zidane
100%
first.
Not even
nailed
looking.
on. Nailed on.
Yeah, he
Right
can
away.
go to Zidane first.
Here we go.
Nothing wrong with that whatsoever.
There you go. There you go.
Ash said not a massive shock at all. Japan always had ballers.
And since Tommy
Listen,
come, Tommy has to
they do the
There's 1-0 down when
They're
Tommy
losing
come on.
1-0. Tommy's come
Half-time
on.
substitution.
Short it up and that. You know what I mean? 2-1.
You know what I mean?
What? It's not a coincidence.
You make me sick.
Give him a base to play, don't he? Give him the base to
Base to play. Thank you, Lee. That's the word I was looking for. Gave them a base to play.
Nathan said invincible celebration, under-enthused embrace.
Hey?
I don't know, just reading the super chat. Asamoah Gyan, a Zonto celebration.
That's tomorrow, Jan.
That was good. He was a player.
He was a baller. He's still playing.
Still playing, I
He
think.
was having fun, man. Asamoah was actually one of the
He was a
most
good
fun
player.
players, man.
Was he at
Big
Sunderland?
Jet. Do you remember he had a rap song as well?
Yeah, he was a weird
Yeah, he
guy.
made tunes.
Baby Jet, can I move, puppy? I was like, yo.
You know what, I'm going to say
do you
now,
remember
Germany
it?
run out
Oh,
of
mate,
ideas.
I remember. I was replaying it back to my mates a couple months ago. I was like, yo, remember this?
I'll tell you what, you know, like,
A fit team, Japan,
yeah,
man.
and Rudiger doing all that little
Yeah,
jokes.
yeah, little
you know,
running
man,
out. No, he ain't running out like that.
doing that no more,
Little
is he?
skips.
David says, fair play
What
to
a
the
goal
old
this
school
is.
samurai mentality to never give up.
When he
never
scored
give up.
that, he should have gone
right,
past him going like that. I
That's
would've
one of the
done it.
best goals in the tournament so far.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a
It's
fantastic
touched there.
goal. Brilliant goal.
There's one running with flip-flops on.
I love that. Unknown says Tomiyasu switch of play is too good. Da Vinci Code says, as a German, I told you that we are rubbish.
Dang.
Kane didn't say you were totally rubbish.
The form was coming in, but you expect
Yeah,
tournament,
form
that's
will
where
come.
you turn it on.
Yeah.
When they're pinning
I'll
for
tell you
penalty.
what when you see substitutes celebrating like that, it tells you've got a good team spirit.
Love seeing that. So good.
Yeah, yes, it just shows you there's a
Yeah.
good team spirit. They're not in the team, but they're still with it.
So kind of
I think
let's
there
say
was a feeling for a
Japan.
penalty.
Let's say Japan run out winners of this.
There's a
Obviously-
feeling for a penalty for this, I think.
Nah, play on, man.
What's that? It's not a
Just
penalty.
held him like a
I want at
baby.
least 6 added on.
That was cute though.
Are you begging?
Well, we're going to see Spain in action later on today. It's a bit early to tell because we haven't seen Spain play. But do you think that Spain would then beat Germany, or do you, from what you've seen of Germany, do you think that they're still?
Yeah, I think Spain, right, you'll see that every time you watch them, like even in the Euros, the way they keep the ball and that, they just ain't really, if they had I think Fati's there as well, isn't he? So, they're a dark horse to win this, you know, Spain.
They're very well
I'll
coached
tell you
team
what,
as well. With
Germany
Robbie.
could go out
Henry
here, like,
Kane.
really. If this
Good
is
manager as well.
He got them to the semis of the
They
Euros.
lose to Spain, they're
finals
out,
of
aren't
the
they?
Nations
Yeah.
League as well.
they're out.
Here we go,
They
here we go,
lose
here we
to
go, here we
Spain.
go.
Are you confident right now?
Too little, too late.
You see, he's the guy from Dortmund.
Yeah.
Too little, too late. man.
Gnabry's been disappointing.
6
man.
minutes added on, that's what we need.
Very poor.
Very disappointing, Gnabry, man.
Not for me.
Gnabry's been poor today. There's just too many chances being taken from too far out.
Way too far.
The dreams, £1,000,
Should we
bro.
go swap your shirt now, do ya, hey?
It would be good if someone different won it, like
This is
won
better,
it.
I can't
like
see.
someone like a proper
Yeah,
underdog.
like a
Somebody
Serbia
like
or a Cameroon, that'd be nice, wouldn't
Like
it?
Cameroon,
No.
would be
Oh,
really
shit,
nice,
yeah.
wouldn't it? I'd
Or
love
Serbia,
that.
that'd be really nice.
That'd be
Serbia.
really good. I might manifest it.
This is what football's all about.
Who
man.
got Holland in the...
I don't know. I know Matisse got Belgium.
Are we allowed to swap?
Kennedy got no swapping.
No swapping.
Kennedy got no.
7 minutes. Here you go.
7 minutes.
Anyway, you can't really
I don't know where it's come from,
about
but
their draw, can you? Because you bloody done it.
Who's it, Abbi?
Me? Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
but
so you
No, I'm moaning about it for myself.
7 minutes. You
how
reap
how
what
I've
you
managed to
sow.
do it to myself.
She's trying to say, let's do it again
Yeah.
afterwards.
Well, there was. We're not even talking about it. So we signed the non-disclosure on that. I wanted to do it again though. I thought it was fair
What
for
I
a
should do is
redraw.
that it seems that, like in the last
Costa
16, the
Rica.
ones that are out, and then like just do it again with the 16.
I
that
thought
are
we
in.
should have done it again, but
Yeah.
I was
You mean the
overruled.
swap thing on it, on the thing?
I was
Yeah, like, so
overruled.
like, every team now, so the ones that are out go out, and you got 16, and you do it again.
I don't think that's going to happen. Tom.
See, one thing,
I was just, I'm sticking with Serbia. I'm all right.
Japanese are a fit team.
Got 2 top strikers in our team.
Do you know Saudi Arabia, yeah? Was it Saudi Arabia finished above Japan?
Saudi Arabia are being very underestimated. They've actually been really good coming
What's
into
this?
the
Is that
tournament.
Tomiyasu down? Who's that down?
Tomiyasu
Yeah.
hype. Guy's made of glass, blood. What's this?
There you
Emerson
go.
would never.
Well, that's
at
because of
this.
this bloody hamstring.
He
thing.
wouldn't.
Unfortunately,
He dropped a
he wouldn't do
compilation
that.
afterwards. In a loss.
He would never. He literally
Tomiyasu
never gets
down?
injured.
Isn't it?
Yeah. It might be cramped.
Time wasting.
Might
Could
be a
be,
bit cramped.
could
I
be.
think he's all right.
Da Vinci Code said, we are the world champions in virtue signalling. Pathetic. Players are good on paper, but in the national team they are poor. We are living in the past.
Is he German?
I think he is German.
Deutschland.
Manish said, we're missing Timo Werner, clinical finishing, also a repeat of 2018. World Cup
Clinical
disappointing
finishing,
run.
Timo Werner.
It sounds weird because when he plays for Germany, like in the Bundesliga.
Oh! Go on. All the way, just drive.
Why?
Oh.
You've got a man coming up.
No, he's taking it
Play
corner
him.
flags. He's taking it corner flags.
Yeah,
He's
he's done the
smart.
right
I
thing.
mean, what, for the next 5 minutes?
Yeah, that's true.
I'll score another.
There we go.
Come on.
He tricked me.
No, man. Ah. Unnecessary.
Sit by the corner flag for 5 minutes, can
Yeah, I
you?
was going to say.
So you're gonna
Mind
do
you,
it?
though, I did see there was one match in, I can't remember, somewhere in the Middle East, but they kept it in the corner flag for like 7 minutes.
7 minutes.
They were just getting fouls and free kicks. I was like, yo.
Against who? I want to see the footage.
I think I remember this as well. I think I remember this.
Yeah, there's a chance.
Oh,
no.
well done.
They've been poor, Germany, haven't they?
Yeah. Why didn't he just put his foot through that?
What's
That's when
going on?
they just don't have that clinical player, isn't it? What now?
What's
asking for
going
now?
on?
What now?
Oh, don't do this.
Oh,
Don't
No.
do this. No way.
No way.
No way.
Leave it
No
out.
way.
Leave it out. Get out and get on with it.
Not
Go
a
away,
penalty.
man.
Hype.
You run into him. Thank you, referee. That's why you need VAR, you know?
Yeah, you do.
The
'cause
people
otherwise
come
that can
try and
be-
cheat.
Yeah, but the referee didn't give it anyway.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying, you know, that's why you need VAR to check these things. Fair play, you're right, the referee hadn't given it anyway, but...
The player that just came on for Germany, Makoko, is the youngest German player to ever appear in a World Cup match. He's 18 years old in
he's
3 days.
Yeah, that Makuku plays for Dortmund.
18
Been tearing it
years
up for Dortmund as well. Probably should have started the form he's been on.
He's the striker that's needed. It's just a bit too soon, but he is that striker.
Oh, they've gone. They're desperate.
Germany have 82% possession
mad.
over the last 15 minutes, bro.
They're mad.
Pressure.
82.6.
It sounds weird to say Timo Werner's such a big miss. Because he became that meme for a bit, but he really is such a big
They're having a
miss.
moment up over there, is he?
He wouldn't have made no difference today, mate. As soon as Tomiyasu came on,
Yeah, it all changed.
he all changed. And
Sorry, yes.
that base was set.
He just the old
The base was set
base.
for everything to be just built upon.
Tell me the base.
So did he go off injured, by the way?
Yeah.
No, it's still on, man.
Yeah.
Yo, the man are tough enough.
Made of glass. Come on, man.
Tough,
Tomiyasu. I like
They
him,
brought
but
out the man are
he is too
ninja
fragile,
warrior.
man.
Oh, God.
Oh my God.
Oh, God.
There was the
Goretzka.
chance.
Should have scored that, you know.
Ay, ay, ay.
Got to get it on target, innit?
Easily. Got to finish out.
Got to finish
They've
that,
had
mate.
some
That is a
chances,
hairline of
Germany.
stress, man.
They've had chances. They've had lots of chances in this game.
That is a Route 1 play.
Could he have had a touch?
Ping it
He
up
did the
top,
right thing to hit it
down,
first time, but you
hammer
got.
it.
I think a player of his quality, you got to get on target, man. Take your time, man. Look, there's only 2 minutes left.
Take your time.
I need to check my thing as well, you know, because I had
Check your predictions.
prediction.
I had Germany
Battle.
to win.
I think I had 2-1 Germany, didn't I?
I had Germany to win.
I had Japan to win.
Went out the window quick. Lee had 2-1.
I think I had Germany.
No, but for Germany.
Oh,
Robbie had 2-1 Japan.
Here we go.
I can't remember if I said 2-1 Japan or
said the
2-1
2.5
Germany.
2-0
goals,
Japan.
Oh, I said 2-0
Yeah, you said
Japan.
2-0
that was it.
Japan. You actually
2-0
predicted a win for Japan.
I wanted it. All right, I was kind of close.
Hang on to
2-0.
this, man.
I'm back in Japan.
Yeah,
after
you
Cameroon
called
go
it as well,
out.
didn't you? You called Japan as well.
I did. After Cameroon initially, well, hopefully they won't go out, but if they do go out, I'm going
Oh,
to
you know what? I had it as a draw.
back Japan.
Did you have it as a draw?
I had it as a draw. I didn't go for a win.
You just lose your bottle when it comes to that game. don't you?
Damn, man.
Lost again in the old pick 10s this week. 2-0 up with one.
But
to play.
luckily, he'll get
No,
another go because he can scan the barcode and he can play the prediction battle.
Yeah,
He can, and we've got 2 more games coming up for you today.
I've got another meal.
It's Belgium, Canada, and Spain, Costa Rica.
Yeah, it's the Chinese this time. What do you reckon?
Neuer's
Oh,
up,
please,
Neuer's up.
please.
Piss off, man.
Here we go.
No, come on.
Neuer's come up for it, innit?
Chinese with chilies.
Got your
Neuer's come
name
up for
written
it.
all over it, Manuel.
This keeper's dodgy though, you know, the Japanese goalkeeper. I'm not
It's,
sure.
I think, done and dusted.
And the Japan goalkeeper's a bit.
I can see it.
He'll go flat
Annoy a half volley.
because this is a dangerous area now.
Bring
Tommy
it in
Assis,
as Giroud.
don't worry, man. Everything's nice.
Tommy's right in the centre. On your own, that Tommy. Out it goes. Right, Tommy.
Or just send one man
It's like
just
a
to the
magnet.
keeper.
Imagine Neuer.
The only thing from here is we've got to make sure you don't hold no one as well. You know, they've been strict with that in this tournament.
Yeah, proper strict with that.
What's he going on about the ref?
Don't hold no one. Don't give away no cheat.
Go on, Neuer. Go on, Neuer!
Keep
Go on, Neuer! Oh! Hey!
Good block, good block.
Stay up.
Great
Stay up, stay up.
Ah, the calf injury.
Yeah.
That Sula, he looks like a boxer, isn't he?
Mate, he is at fault for both goals. Kept them
Sula.
onside, kept the ball in play, yeah, awful. Don't know why
He's a lot of
playing
things. A right back is not one of them.
Trust me. I've seen Milk turn quicker.
Good block.
I
Big
tell you
lad.
what, Tommy Ashley done well there. He just
Get in
Oh,
there.
I'm loving
I
this
love the
Japan
passion of the
team.
Japanese,
Proper,
man.
innit?
Right, now come on. Just defend. Neuer's still up there. It's got to be the last kick now, isn't it?
Got to be.
Yeah.
Defend his corner.
You had Tomiyasu down in
Swing
added
up.
time.
Keep up, clean out.
Big
Yes.
green
he's
there.
done
That's
well
it,
there.
ref.
Knock it back, knock it back, knock it back.
Come
Run him down, run him down.
Knock it back.
Neuer,
Get up.
one more!
Blow
Well
them.
done. That's it.
blow it.
Yes.
Love
Japan
that.
have done it. 2-1 to Japan.
Absolutely brilliant.
Yes.
Fully deserved. And do you know what?
Robbie's
It's
still in a sweepstake.
reminiscent
Right.
of when the Germans lost to South Korea.
That was worse. That was because that was 94 and 96 minutes.
That was worse.
But you know what? This is like another Saudi Arabia again.
I
Like,
think, yeah.
not as big as the upset, but a big.
Oh,
I
Tommy
think-
Ashley's down again.
How's he injured in celebrations? Come on, man!
it might be cramped.
Yeah,
It
I
might
think
be cramped up.
He's smiling, he's smiling. Oh, Tommy!
Yeah, sorry, yeah. You set the base. You set the base for the win. Right. Musiala.
Arsenal taking all over this tournament.
I mean, we don't know Musiala, man. Sushi'd up, bro. You know what I mean? You got sushi'd up by the Japs.
you lot make me
Japanese.
sick, man.
Big up the Japanese, man.
I don't
Big
worry
up
about
the
it.
Japanese.
Don't worry about it.
I
Do you know,
just,
I've
I'm
never-
just letting you
Ninja
lot
spirit.
celebrate.
I've never won on a watch along, and with Palace, I kind of expect it because we only come on for like against the big teams, so I'm used to that. For this game, I thought this would be the one. So I'm just bad luck.
That was a great winning goal as well, by the way.
Quality.
What a brilliant finish, wasn't it?
It was. That was a great
an unbelievable
game.
finish.
That was a really
Again,
the
the
last
Arsenal connection.
20 minutes or so. That game completely flipped on its head.
But I'm
Brilliant.
sure they're not happy.
And an underdog story again. We love it when an underdog wins. I'm so sorry, Kane. Maybe you'll have better luck in the next game.
I'm trying to find that Costa Rica flag.
Yeah, he's looking at Costa Rica flag.
I need it.
Robbie, you must be happy,
Who's the
right?
next game? The next game is Spain, isn't
Costa
it?
Rica,
Next game is
Spain.
Spain.
Yeah.
That's in this group as well.
No, not Spain. Like Germany's next game is.
We are now Costa Rica fans.
Oh my goodness
He's
me.
done it again. Like,
Outrageous.
We need it to beat Spain now. Costa Rica 4-0.
The
gonna
next
buy some
game is
flip-flops.
Spain, Costa Rica coming
No,
up
but
next.
no, Germany's next game Spain, isn't
It's
it?
Spain.
No, I think-
I tell you, hold on.
Is it
I've
the
got
last
them
one?
right here. I tell
I think
you.
Germany Spain is the last.
It
It might not.
is.
Things you've got to beat Spain now. Really.
Yeah, it is Spain.
Yeah.
Spain, that's just Spain.
If you don't
Lose
beat
to Spain,
Spain,
they're
you're
out.
done.
Yeah, lose to Spain. Like Spain win today, then knock them out. Knock them out, Spain.
Spain v Germany, which is
So,
on
do you remember Joel Campbell, that
Sunday.
really good winger?
Sunday.
Sunday. Rob, what do you have to say for yourself?
The red and white of Japan.
Big up Japan, man.
Big up
I think
Japan.
in the end, Japan deserved it. I think first half it was all Germany, and they really had to weather the storm. But in the second half, man, the bravery that they showed. Do you know what I mean? When you see a team that's been under the cosh for the first half, up against a quality, a team of quality players like Germany, and the way they just came back in the second half, right? They really went for Germany. They were all over them, man, pressing them high up the pitch. Bit like what Saudi Arabia did yesterday, and then bit like Saudi Arabia, quality goals. You
And
know what I
once,
mean?
it's a bit like with confidence. As soon as they get one, they believe they can go and get another one.
Yeah, and then just
keep
hanged on,
pushing,
man.
keep going.
Defensively brilliant.
They were. They really were.
No, well
The
done.
manager's got to take a lot of credit.
Yeah,
for the
congratulations to-
substitutions.
And clearly
Substitutions.
he's got a thing there because so many of their goals come from substitutions.
Yeah,
Clearly it's a thing
game
that
plan.
works. You could
Game
say,
plan.
why don't you do it from the
Yeah.
start? But if it works for you, it works for
And
you.
as I said at the start of the stream, right, Japan has got some great players playing all around Europe and around the world at the moment. And it is a footballing nation. They've got a good league. You know what I mean? So
Every year.
this is a country that's for a while in football has been on the rise.
Yeah, absolutely.
So yeah,
They're
well
a
done to
different
them.
team, like in comparison. From first half, they were like very defensive, sat back,
Pragmatic,
kinda
Maybe the
nerves,
pragmatic,
isn't it?
tried to break it down.
You play in
but
Germany.
It's that, as we said, you have to give credit to the coach for in the second half to be able to smell the game. And
Yeah.
a team like Germany as well, it's not one of those teams where you expect to take the game to them because
Yeah.
of what they have in attack. But listen, they defended for their lives in that last 10, 15 minutes.
And
as well.
credit to the keeper as well.
Facts.
Really kept them in
I've
the
never seen the
game.
keeper look so shaky, but also so
So
good
good
at stopping.
Like, absolute dream.
And what was it? 80% possession Germany
Yeah.
had in the last 15 minutes. So pressure was on, but they withstood, man. Fair
I feel
play
like
to them.
I'm in this group circle as we're watching them. I feel like I want to clap with them. They were really, really good. Of course, next up is Spain, Costa Rica. Kane has now switched allegiance to that. Fuad, are you hosting?
Yeah, I'll be
Fuad is hosting alongside. Just going to tell you who you're hosting alongside.
Full house,
I think
full
you
house.
have got Ty, Raul,
Oh, no, I can't handle
Miguel,
Raul.
and Drifty.
Yeah.
So, and then Matisse
Full
will be
house.
with you guys
Yeah,
for the
get that,
evening
and
game
don't
of
forget
Belgium,
the sauce,
Canada.
mate, especially for Thai.
Don't forget the sauce.
Oh, definite.
Make sure
Oh, definite.
whoever does that only has a tiny little
Yeah, actually,
pinky of it.
don't-
It's
yeah,
health and
serious
safety.
health
I ain't
and
gonna
safety.
overkill him. I ain't gonna overkill him, don't I?
Health and safety regulations.
Unless it's Thai, they give them a spoonful.
No. Oh my God, don't. Actually, kill
He
Ty.
is a greedy son, doesn't he, when it comes to
Yeah, he will.
Ty coming out
He
of
will
both ends by the
extra,
end
he
of
will.
today.
Yeah. No, don't, because we actually will kill Ty. Anyway, big up to Kane. Sorry for the loss. Big up to you, Fuad. You're taking the seat. Thank you, Lee. Thank you, Robbie, for a wonderful morning
Thank
with
you.
each other. You're off to Qatar now, aren't you?
I am be off to Qatar tomorrow. So tomorrow evening, actually. So never know. Yeah, I'm not sure if I'll be on tomorrow, but yeah, I'll be over there joining the guys, and this looks like a lot of fun over there. And there's some great games already, isn't it?
Yep.
Another great game today. So
Day off tomorrow for me,
Day off. And I'll be back in the morning for Switzerland, Cameroon, and Uruguay, South Korea. I'm obviously supporting South Korea tomorrow.
Oh, Son.
Fully. Might find a son. I've got a son jumper somewhere. I need to
Right,
find
I
it.
get knocked out.
And
No,
remember,
let's keep him in there. Let's keep him in there.
and remember, there are daily prizes to be won with Prediction Battle. Make sure to scan the QR code or click the link to sign up and make your picks. It's on your screen now. And then, of course, you can play along with us. You can play along with family and friends. And whoever's going to win could win up to £125,000 for just a £1 buy-in. So make sure you do that. Scan it now. Get your predictions in for the next game. I will see you tomorrow, and thank you for watching.
Let's play DR Sports Prediction Battle. It's the return of 5 times champions Brazil tomorrow. I reckon they're going to win 3-0 against Serbia. What do you think? And Jesus, he's definitely going to score. That's if he plays. Remember, we've got daily specials to put your World Cup knowledge to the test. Sign up and play by clicking the link.